Hey. The big
Hi.
tree. Back to end the year on a high note.
I'm back. Did you miss me? One of my favorite things about being gone is listening back to the episode, and I'm yelling at my phone because I'm just so used to talking to y'all. And last week when you didn't play the intro music, you were like, I could hear him yelling at me right now. I was in my car like, play the goddamn song. We got the song. Play the damn song.
We do be having the song, and I be forgetting because the conversation be going, and I just be wanting to talk.
I'm glad I punished you in the known to do the right thing.
That's the wrong one.
Well, God damn.
Robinson a pervert. I'll tell y'all why later.
Hey, man.
No. Yes. We lied. Yeah.
Okay, hey, relax.
We are back, man. Episode 177, Critically Unfocused Podcast. It's the end of the year, so you know what's coming this episode. Golden Cup Awards. Here's where we recap some shit. We project some shit. Sometimes we right, sometimes we wrong. Of course, the football content's going to be there. The extra content's going to be there. We gonna do what we got to do. But first and foremost, you know we always do it, man. How everybody doing?
Can't complain, man. Life is just generally good, so you know.
Ain't it though?
Can't complain, won't complain. Had a good little weekend up in Canada. Went to Jamal's old stomping grounds.
I say normally a good weekend in Canada comes from another member of this podcast.
Seen some things, heard some stories about people. I won't repeat them. Just saying the streets.
Talk
about you when you're famous out there.
They know folk.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Ain't but 4 black people on that island.
Hey, I was telling Amira, it felt like being in like you know how there's conversation about video games and like black people hair. It kind of felt like being in that conversation. It's like, okay, it kind of makes sense how these white people only have like 4 haircuts because there wasn't a lot of black people up there like at all. Like I think I legitimately seen 12 in the 3 days that we were there.
More grizzlies than black people.
One of the dudes 100% had the like same length, the like Killmonger, Miles Morales, like dread swoop over. Like it looked exactly like I pointed out to Amira and she goes, oh yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. One dude had the like all even, all around, no lineup haircut. I was like, oh, they come up here, do their scouting. Like when you get a haircut, you at least get your shit like touched up a little bit. Sometimes I'll see a fade in there. His was like a 2 all around. It was,
look, I'm too scared to go get another haircut. That's the problem. I told y'all what happened last time. I don't want to text him and be like, yeah, I'm on the run. He gonna say something like that. Oh man. Gave me a phenomenal cut though.
Good week, good life, good times, can't complain.
I love that for you.
Jamal, how's your week?
It was straight, bro. I'm back at work. Off 2 weeks.
Get into anything fun?
Nah, man, work was ass on Monday. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The person that did my route while I was gone was they kind of fucked up a little bit of stuff, but it wasn't too bad. Bro.
Yeah, put her name on the bullet.
The most annoying shit is when like management will know you're gone. They just calling you and bothering you. Hey, can you look into this? This says this was delivered, and I just tell them like, yo, I've been gone for 2 weeks. Ask somebody else. That was not me. Like, oh, okay. It's like, yo, they just keep asking me about stuff.
You know, I was gone.
Yeah, it's annoying, but
happens when you're the big man. You got to wear the responsibility.
Yeah. We got like a bunch of people retiring. It looks like next year, most likely, I will probably be in the first group of vacation picks. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm up there, seniority, bro.
Top of the food chain.
Yeah, man, we getting up there, bro. Shout out to some of the OGs is retiring.
I don't have applause in here anymore. This is the best I can do for you.
Hello, ladies.
I figured for you that's probably
that actually does work out for the vacation if you really like think about.
Yeah, nah, man, bro. Obviously, I moved into a crib, whatever.
Whatever. Oh yeah, whatever. Just like homeownership.
Obviously,
I moved.
He just dangled a deed in our face.
One of the most expensive real estate markets in the U.S. Yeah, just bought a house.
I'm not in Tacoma no more. I'm a Lakewood now. Lakewood nigga now, but you know it is what it is.
He did the shit.
Yeah, anybody you guys are welcome to whatever, just let me know. Any supporters of the show, you're also welcome to, just let me know.
That's a wild invitation to open up, honestly.
Have you had a guest yet?
Nah.
Jamal,
No, I really haven't. Yeah, no.
We had a request from one of our listeners. They've noticed a trend with your weekly update, so they asked me to play this TikTok for you.
What is
it? You got to do something. You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing?
This is a self-help TikTok.
They don't play checkers. They don't do nothing. How long do you like those people for? You don't. I like people a little bit of edge to them. They got to do something. If you tell me I don't like alcoholics, but I love heroin, I'm in. If
I love heroin.
You suck toes for breakfast, I'm in. You got to do something. What worked to me is
another piece of feedback I got recently was somebody said they don't like when we come on the show already laughing because they feel like they missed out on good stuff. And you can't be everywhere all the time.
That's not wrong though, but sometimes I don't be knowing when to hit the button.
Hey, and that's the beauty of the show.
Yeah,
because sometimes we'll start with the question that's like, it wouldn't have been funny if you heard the lead up to the question. It's mostly funny that you just heard the aftermath of the brainstorm session. You can't be greedy, okay? We're here every week, almost every week.
Almost. Can't say that no more.
At least 45 weeks a year, we're here.
We'll get you to a month for sure.
100%. At a minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't
I was thinking about that
though.
Like having like guests over, and obviously my grandma stays with me. But it's man, I ain't even tripping, bro. I'll fuck some of my grandma here.
Make sure you emphasize your grandma stays with
you. Say it now.
You don't stay with her. She stay with you.
Yeah. No, hey, she's there's a room in between it, then down the hall is her room over there.
Damn,
I don't know how these walls are, but it is what it is, bro.
You gotta wait till she leaves one day and just play some loud music.
Nah, if she's here, bro, it is what it is. I'll tell her I got company over. I might shout out to you for hooking me up with an iHome. I might play something over that to kind of drown out the boys a little bit.
Oh no.
Nah, hey Grady, you gotta close the door, man. It depends.
Just reminded me of
if it's something I ain't really fucking with, if it's just on some man, let me just fuck this something real quick. Then I could probably do my thing kind of quietly, whatever on the sneak tip. But if you
trying to show out,
yeah. But if I'm trying to show out, hey man, you just gonna have to hear it. It is what it is.
If you want some great grandbabies by the time before you pass, you gotta put up with some things, okay?
Yeah. Let me do my thug dizzle.
Yeah, it's about to sound like what's the fucking WrestleMania 26. Oh, you're just gonna be hearing that.
What?
Yeah, I get the reference totally.
I don't at all.
I totally mean.
But no, grandma being down the hall ain't stopping then. Superior strokes are still getting
Blake, you want to tell us about your week before I tell you guys that I'm going to tell the story of the horny old man that we sat behind on the boat after you tell us about how your week
that's
went.
What's up. Okay. What went on this past week? Is that last weekend?
He that busy.
Yeah, no, for real though. Now things are starting to just wind down around here, working where I work, things slow down around this time of year. People are always gone and out of the office and everything like that. So the pace of things is starting to slow. Yesterday I drove 45 minutes north, met up with my cousin who is here because his wife is traveling out here for work. And I haven't seen my cousin since I went to his wedding in what's the other airport you can fly into if you're not flying into LAX?
Burbank.
Yeah, he got married in Burbank because he lived in LA for a little bit. And I haven't seen him since his wedding. This was probably before I got married. I was in college. Haven't seen him since then. He's got a kid now. So had my two daughters with me. He had his kid with him. We met at In-N-Out, and it was just a cool thing. This is somebody who I grew up with, and the closest thing I probably had to a brother. Him and his brother were that to me when I was a kid. So a lot of formative memories. Their house had the Super Nintendo. Their house had Connects. Their house had all the Dick Tracy toys. Their house had Jumanji. They got Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, and I couldn't get it because it had blood on the cover. So they had it, so I could play it over there. All those fun, core, formative memories. He's really attached to them, and we just kind of grew apart as like we got older and stuff like that. But it was cool to catch up and then to see our kids who are cousins interact and play with each other for that time. But let me tell you, going places with a toddler and a 7-month-old by yourself, which I know my wife can do this, but I can't. Like I was in a bad way. We got up there. Blakely had a blowout. So soon as my cousin walks in, I'm like, hey, I know you just met Brindley, but can you walk
entertain this toddler for 10 minutes, please?
Well, she was cool with, and like she was game because like she had been excited to meet them because she just loves meeting cousins. Whatever. So I take Blakely in the bathroom. Changing table is like it should be flat. It's not flat. The thing is like leaning towards me. So she's already like kind of sliding and stuff like that. I put down her little mat. Blowout is up her back. Blowout gets onto the mat. I don't have like a bag to put her clothes in, so I just threw the clothes away. Put on new clothes. Finally get all this wrapped up. I have on like a like a North Face like fleece type of deal. I got one of those on, and then like a polo and a t-shirt under it. And I'm like just I didn't sacrifice that yet. But from carrying her in there in the car seat and just dealing with all this stuff. Like now I'm like sweating underneath this thing.
Oh God.
Not a problem because I don't got to take it off, but I can tell that like, yeah, it's bad under here. Like I feel like I've been working out. So go sit down at the table, start feeding Blakely her bottle because it was time for that. She's like not taking it, and this booth is just hella tight in and out. So like I'll keep on moving her around trying to feed her this bottle. Next thing I know,
busy.
No.
Okay.
Next thing I know, she's puking all over me.
Oh,
it's
God.
carrots and formula all down the fleece. So guess what's got to come off? God. That and the outfit I just put her in. So now we're on third outfit of this 20 minutes.
Your cousin is probably like, nigga, can I leave already?
I know. I'm back in there. My back is like clearly like wet. It's ugly, but nothing else chaotic happened for the rest of the time that we were there. But then we go to leave. He gives me a hug, and I know his hand touched my back, and I felt so embarrassed. To the point where I get in the car when Bree calls me, I'm like, yeah, like that was fun, but I'm literally never doing this again. I'm not going anywhere with just me.
And I'm sure she's like, jackass, I do that 7 times a week.
I don't know. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I just caught a bad draw though. That's all it was. I didn't even eat. I was so stressed out.
You can't even have fun because now you just on edge.
Hell yeah. And the thing is too, like my cousin, like socially he's just like me. So like we're both like just like talking like hella fast and like not talking about anything. It's hella awkward. That's my dog though. We got the same kind of tism. I don't know what it is.
How old is his kid?
His kid is 3 and a little bit shorter than Brindley because all the men on his side of the family grow huge.
Okay, got it. Oh my goodness, yeah, that sounds. Have you noticed that it's been like any? I guess this is even the right question. Has it been challenging though, going from 1 kid to 2?
Yes, but it's not. It is. There's no way around it. Yes, it is challenging. Is it challenging just because there's 2 of them? Not necessarily, but it's just that they both have such different needs that,
sure.
Like right now, Blakely is, she just started being able to like sit up on her own. So that's cool. That gets you some freedom in some things or whatever. And she can hold her bottle and feed herself, but you got to position her to do that. But because she can only kind of do those things, so much of all the basic stuff has to be hands-on with her. So when you're in like a public setting, let's say like I'm trying to walk from like, I'm gonna go to the mall or something like that. I'm trying to walk into the mall and I have both of them with me. I've got to hold like Brindley's hand in a parking lot and I'm holding a baby too. So you just become very occupied and like you're trying. 4-year-olds like don't do anything direct. They always have to hop and jump around and just do all kinds of stuff. Like, so you're holding her, she's jumping like this. You got a baby in this arm. Like there's no easy way around it. So it's difficult for sure.
Do you think there would have been any like less of a challenge if the age gap was any closer? Like
I said that to Bree the other day. Like I kind of wish that they were closer in age, but I honestly don't know if we could have done it. So
got it. Yeah. I feel like those are the things you hear a lot of parents say is like the age gap is like too big, too small. or like the 1 to 2 kids was kind of easy, but 2 to 3 was the real challenge because now you got more kids in hands, and it's
I think like I think it would probably be easier if like Brindley was like grade school age, and then we had another one.
That makes sense.
Or if you just have them both closer than we had them, like we're kind of just in the danger zone.
See, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have a friend who she just had her 3rd kid, so she has I think like a 4-year-old, almost 4 years old, if not 4, and then a 1-year-old, and now like a very newborn.
Mm-hmm.
Like their challenges seem so much different than like you're trying to work in a newborn with like a schedule you already have set for your 1-year-old and your 4-year-old, and like you got activities for your 4-year-old, and now you're kind of getting to a point where you have activities for the 1-year-old, but now you got a fucking newborn that you can't do anything with. Seems like such interesting challenges.
Dog, my sister, her best friend, has 2 boys who are maybe 10 months apart. Just don't even sound possible.
That sounds like incredibly challenging, but also maybe just the way to go. Because like as basically once you're done with a stage, you're done forever.
Yeah, you can hold on to the clothes for as long as it takes until the little one needs it, and just move on from that stuff. Like if that would have been the case with us, like there probably would have been a lot of stuff we wouldn't have had to buy this time, obviously. But
yeah,
it's to each their own, man. That becomes with its own challenges.
Kids is challenging. It sounds.
Yeah, there's no way around it. They're very fun. They're worth it, but yeah, difficulty sliders on max.
Oh man, so when we went I was texting you guys while this was happening, but we went to Canada this week and we took the ferry, and I made sure to get the comfort VIP seats. Make sure my ladies is riding real comfortable. And on the way up there, we sit in the front row, so there's nobody in front of us, or just like the window or whatever, good seats, whatever. On the way back, she wanted to sit along the side so we can like look out the side windows while we're going past stuff. Not accounting for the fact that it was 5 p.m. in the winter, so it was pitch black the entire time.
Okay.
But because it's pitch black, that window is basically a mirror. And this couple in front of us, they're probably like mid-60s, old white couple, couldn't look more average. They're like sitting in front of us, and the guy's like reading a book on his iPad while we're waiting to take off from the dock. The wife is starting to like sew something or whatever. But like we're on the boat for 10 minutes, and they're both now asleep immediately. Like they went from wide awake to mid activities to being like slumped over in their seat, sleep. Boat takes off. As soon as the boat takes off, the husband wakes up, looks over to his wife. His wife is asleep. Brings out his iPad. Me and Amara are playing like Hangman on the back of the seat or whatever. He brings up his iPad and he goes to what appeared to be Amazon.com and starts searching for lingerie, and then zooming in on like the model, because they were showing models in lingerie, zooming in on their butts, zooming in on their tits, zooming in on their crotches. And me and Amara now just sitting there like, what the fuck is happening?
He's trying to make that shit jump. That's what he's doing, man.
He's scrolling to the next picture. It's just another fully clothed woman, like underwear and a bra, but he's incredibly locked in. His wife starts to stir. As soon as she starts to move, because the lady's coming around asking if you want snacks, he hits the exit out, hits the history, clears it, and then it's just like, oh, I'm asleep. Oh shit.
Having to clear the history on your Amazon is nuts.
It's insane. I
didn't know you could do that. You can do the history on your Amazon.
He had that shit down to a science. So then Amara's judging him. Every time the wife gets up, she's looking at her like, you don't even know how horny your husband is. Why is he doing this on Amazon? But then
you got that Peter on her thigh. That's
he falls asleep. She's up for like the rest of the trip. And then as soon as she falls asleep to match his sleep, he wakes up right back to the iPad. Right now he's on like it looks like Craigslist. It might have also been Amazon, but another lingerie website, just locked in. She was asleep for like 3 minutes. He didn't even get nothing really going. The whole moral of that story is just don't be horny in public, especially when people can see behind you. That was weird. What if I had a kid with me? If I had a kid, I would record him.
He popped the row before they got on the boat, and he's like, row your boat. He's trying to make sure this shit's ready when they get you back to the car.
What is the Mile High Club version of a boat? Like the Yacht Club or something like that?
Gotta be.
Yeah, he was trying to get freakier than Marvin Albert.
Underway.
You should have recorded him and put him on TikTok.
Dog, I'm so mad because I'm texting you guys about it, and then when I finally take my phone, like I go to take a picture of it, his wife wakes up. So I'm like, oh fuck, okay, whatever. And then the next time he does it for so quick I can't even get a picture. I wanted to get some content to farm.
Hey man, people be too horny, bro.
Yeah, that's a level horny. It just was like Why Amazon? Like, I guess it makes sense. Don't go to Pornhub. So if you get caught, you can be like, no,
Hell
I was
yeah.
looking for books. I was looking for draws for you, Miss Flat Ass.
Yeah, because if you get caught looking at that on Amazon, that's okay. But like if somebody like goes to like the people that run like the boat, whatever, like the attendants, whatever, they're like, yo, this guy's
I'm
literally
telling you
on
right now.
You know,
I'm
he might
taking
have
my
tried.
wife.
Maybe the boat had a web filter.
That's possible.
It's like I had to get this shit out
I didn't
regardless.
think about that. There wasn't good coverage the whole trip, but I guess when he was looking, there was decent coverage.
Apparently, there's problems with like Wi-Fi on planes right now.
Like it's been hacked or like not working?
No, it's just not working. There's lots of flights not having it. And then, you know, you combine that with the other stories in the news. It's like, what's going on in the air? I don't know.
They're all fucked up. Wi-Fi not working on the plane is so ass because if you need to use the Wi-Fi on the plane, you are not prepared to be without Wi-Fi on the plane, and it is not a good time.
Mm-mm.
Not a good time.
I've never used Wi-Fi on the plane.
What?
You
You never texted from a plane?
No, not really. Like, because once I get on the plane, I either try to go to sleep or I watch something like on my iPad on airplane mode.
Look at you, Mr. Respectful. Yeah, nah, we get with T-Mobile, we get free internet. I be on the internet as soon as we get on that bitch.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that either about the T-Mobile free Wi-Fi shit.
It's not every air carrier.
I know
that-
Alaska, which is who I fly with mostly.
Yeah, one of the homies said he used my number. It was using the Wi-Fi. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, should have reported that nigga to the
You should've.
authorities.
That's-
It's not
that's
me.
fraud.
Yeah,
That's definitely
Get the
fraud.
marshals.
He up there looking at something crazy on your number.
yeah. Nah.
He in the Sky Mall about to buy
Midget
it
porn.
all.
Oh, I meant crazier than midget porn. That's pretty
Oh,
run of the mill, but no big deal.
Cool.
Anyway,
Glad to have you back.
thanks.
Oh yeah, man. We missed you, bro.
Yeah, I was happy to hear there was very little slander of my name last week. I kind of shocked
I
you
knew
guys
it.
were so tame.
Had
Yeah, I
to
was
focus
still
on the
getting
mission
settled in.
at
I
hand.
wasn't comfortable yet.
That makes sense.
And it's the end of the year, bro. You know.
Oh, you were in the holiday spirit.
Yeah,
Well, wish folks
I
well.
respect it. I respect it.
10-point lead for the Bolts.
It's not safe.
Are they up now?
Yeah, we
They're up.
are with it. It's not safe. I would love for Cortland Sutton to catch a garbage time touchdown, though. I tell you what. I tell you what.
Oh, Bo Nix.
For those interested, we have reached our fantasy football playoffs. I'm facing off against Jamal in the semifinals currently.
Yeah.
he got Jaden Daniels playing against Philly, so I feel like he's going to get his revenge. Go for like 40 points. or
I don't know if
something
I'm starting him, bro. I might start Jared Goff.
against Chicago. Oh,
Yeah.
Chicago
don't.
stinks.
they do out loud.
Yeah, they're ass. Yeah.
And
Oh yeah,
Jared
and then
Goff-
I play you in the other league, right, Blake?
Yeah, that's a dub.
Yeah, we'll see.
I've been doing it to everybody this year. I lost one game. I think it might have been to you. I don't know.
All it
Yeah,
takes is
man.
1 week.
Anything can happen, bro. Because when you got like Lamar, you got a bunch of Ravens, don't you?
Not a bunch.
You
I
got like
Lamar.
a stacked ass team.
Yeah.
One of your teams. I'm like, God, how the
You know what? So look,
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
but it is
Lamar,
fantasy playoff time. I'm in 4 leagues. I'm in the playoffs in 3. The one that I didn't make the playoffs in, I outscored both teams I outscored every team that was in the playoffs on the first week of consolation games. And I had the same record as like the last 3 teams that got in. Just it was
points.
poor matchup luck or whatever. So either way, what I'm trying to say is I did a really good job drafting this year. I'm gonna let y'all in on something.
What?
PFF has a draft assistant where you can sync your league with Pro Football Focus, and it'll tell you who to pick each time you're up based on like who's available and all that kind of stuff. And I use that for at least my 2 redrafts. I'm in the play. I'm basically was in the playoffs at both of them.
You son of a bitch.
Just throwing that out
You
there.
didn't use your own brain.
I'll have to next year probably. Maybe not. Maybe I'll still use it
I
next year.
fucking
I'm
hope
sitting in the
so.
room with you guys.
And the white man think for you, my brother.
You could not use the podcast PFF account for it because I'm using it. So
I didn't even know you used that for your draft now. Hey,
Gosh.
hey, your team's good as hell, bro. I was
I'm,
like, shit.
I'm glad they told you to pass on Saquon. Got me where I am.
it got me where I am too, man. You have one more win than me.
Whole lot more points.
Not really.
Whole lot more points.
Pull it up.
Hold on. Oh,
Points
Didn't
for it.
say
I think
that.
I'm number 2. So you can't have that much more.
you are number 2 by a mountain. Let me look.
By
Get the fuck
You-
out of here.
You
Josh
finished the
Allen.
season- You finished the season with 1,922 points. Congrats. I finished the season with 2,018 points. I got you by a Honda, and that's a whole week.
Over the course of 15 weeks, that's nothing.
And I got you by a week. I don't matter.
Hey, 100 points is like a decent. No, I'm not even trying to like glaze or nothing.
No, you are. It's all good. I see what's going on.
Yeah, no, I'm busy right now. It's crazy, but
Ugh.
The facts
All
are the
right,
facts.
all right.
I can't wait for the NFL draft because I got 2 first-round picks in your dynasty league. Oh, I can't wait to get Ashton Jitty, bro.
Yeah, but it's 2 playoff teams unless you trade some.
Huh?
I said you got the picks of 2 playoff teams though. He might not be there.
We gonna figure it out.
Yeah, all right. I'm about
Nobody better flake. I need everybody to lock in and stay in that dynasty. It only work if we go multi-year.
It's gonna be Ollie Gordon or Ashton Jitty or Shador is gonna be on the team.
I think I secured our future a little bit by forcing folks to pay ahead as
That
well.
was smart. That was definitely smart.
Pretty smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
My other
afraid to make
dynasty is just
trade
entered.
about
I think we're finishing up year 8 and we move into sleeper for the next stuff. So
Nice.
things are looking up over there. Might be some spots opening up. If there is, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I could definitely see a couple of spots opening up in your league, but for the most part, I think most of those people are going to stick around. We're all in the main league together, have been for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some continuity in there. But yeah, nah, Ashton Jitty, welcome to J Shack 9600 squad. You will be on the team next year.
Oh, you're feeling away about someone the Jaguars might draft though.
Who? Oh, and I don't even want him on the team, bro. I either want to tackle from LSU or to tackle from Texas now.
A 2-way stud.
I don't want
What about
a 2-way stud? It's hilarious.
What about DJU? You okay with them taking him in like the 6th
Oh
round?
man, I'm so happy for him, dog, for declaring for the draft. Man, I know this is his dream. I'm proud of him, bro. You always got to achieve your dreams, man.
You got your support.
Yeah, man. Dog. Small beginnings, small humble beginnings, man. Worked his ass off. Went to Clemson. His stock went down a little bit. Went to Oregon State, built his stock back up.
The first
yeah.
NIL thief.
And then what? And
I'm not
then
gonna say-
what?
I'm not going to say the first NIL thief, but he's a pioneer. I would say that he's one of the first settlers. But nah, man, I'm proud of him, bro. I can't wait to see what he does in the league as a tight end because he's definitely not playing quarterback. He doesn't think he's playing quarterback in the NFL, does he?
He does kind of got a tight end build if you really look at him too.
Is he declaring as a quarterback?
Nah,
No, he said
he's as a linebacker.
he got picked up for the live action Moana, so he about to go do that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
my
a
fault.
Yeah,
You're
whatever.
welcome.
little too far.
Yeah, you finna get it put on the Booyah tribe or something. Throwing passes out of shotgun is not it for him. He's respectfully though. But nah, man, that's dope, man. I love to see it.
players be that as bad as he's been, honestly. Like coming out of high school, like he was. I don't know if he was the number 1 recruit in this
He
class.
was 1 or 2.
Yeah, he was up there,
He was an
man.
official pill slinger.
He's been shit at 3 different places.
No, that's not
Watching
true.
him play,
Oregon
it's
State, he
like,
was
yo,
good.
how do you miss that throw,
Okay,
bro?
well, Oregon State barely counts as a school. I don't even know where they're
Yeah.
playing.
In Clemson, he wasn't bad. He just wasn't Trevor Lawrence
Or Deshaun Watson, yeah,
or Deshaun Watson.
yeah.
Which,
Dog,
I
when
mean,
you just sit there and watch,
two of the
it's like,
best.
yo, like, you know how like you remember like 2 years ago when they put that new passing mechanic on Madden where you had to like you could
Lead
do,
and
like,
read?
trajectory, but it was like super difficult.
that shit was
yeah.
easy.
No, it wasn't. Stop lying.
I used it.
Tyrell, you know which one I'm talking about. The one that was like,
My fingers weren't as fast as my eyes or something. That's
Like you hold the button, it's like the shot meter. Y'all not real 2Kers.
no,
That's
not
what it
that.
is.
No, there was one
the one where you
like,
got to control where the ball lands, right? Is that what the one you're talking about?
yeah, it's not the one where like it's a passing meter. It's like it was some whole other shit. I remember I think me and Tyrell played a game trying to use it one time. I think we stopped playing at the half. I think we both threw like 7 picks apiece.
Yeah, I don't even know if we made it to the half. I think we made it.
Because it's like, bro, like
Y'all suck.
I don't have time to aim this pass, and I have to look at the line to avoid sacks too. Like this is not fun. But yeah, no, like you'll see him throw the ball. I'm like, nigga, how is that so off? Like, did he throw that with the opposite hand or something? Like, what's going on? But nah, shout out to him, man. I think he's gonna be a good tight end in the league. And yeah, man, shout out to chasing your dreams, man. DJ,
Maybe he's just like Jameson needs LASIK.
James won a Heisman.
Yeah, he might need a lobotomy.
He just needs to play. No, he needs to play like edge rusher or safety or something. He'd be a cold safety. He clearly got ball skills, Pauls.
That's crazy.
Can read defenses. Actually, I don't know if he can read defenses. Some of the shit he used to do.
Do we know
I
if he
don't-
can read?
I'm not gonna go that far. That's kind of crazy.
You said worse this season. So I don't know why you're trying to act reserved now.
I did. I was definitely.
His dad can't hurt you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, his dad.
Yes,
his
he
dad.
can.
No, his dad's like he was pulling up on people. His dad was talking crazy on people on Clubhouse. I was like, ooh, he sounds like he'll pull up for real.
I'm not in the camp of people that wants to find out if he's really about it either.
Yeah. No. His
He
dad
can't beat up a whole campus.
Yeah, they got family though.
Have you ever seen the movie Higher Learning?
I have not actually. This is one of those.
You could beat up a whole campus if you're really about it.
This is true. But yeah, shout out to DJ Ukulele. Yeah, man, get the fuck out of Florida State. God, we were so ass this year. Woo.
Terrible. Good thing you guys got that brother from Boston College come to save you.
You know what was even better though?
The Castellanos or whatever.
Than us being terrible?
I don't know, but
Miami not making the playoff. Ooh, that felt so good. Oh man, I was just rubbing my nipples when I found out they didn't make the playoffs, bro. I was just
Hey man,
especially when they was like
Hey,
complaining
clip that.
too. They was like,
Yeah.
man, dog, we be 520 podcast university. And cause they be what? They had some bad. Honestly, their losses weren't that bad, but they definitely had a couple games.
you can't resist. You have to kick their back in again, don't you?
Nah, man, it's just, I just like they got the dope jerseys, man. The green and the orange is dope. The duck is cool. It's just like if you want to watch them win a national championship, you just got to get a VHS player.
They were in the God's Plan video.
Huh?
They were in the God's Plan video.
that's true. That's true.
Okay. How's that going for Drake right now?
That's also true. There's 2 points. 2 points have been made.
He's doing all
Already
right.
has a point.
Yeah. But nah, man, shout out to Miami, man.
Spotify numbers would say he's doing just fine.
Shout out to Ray
Shut up.
Lewis. Oh yeah, no, he's still
They're playing that shit in Target like most devs said. I don't want to hear that.
So many SKUs.
Oh,
This nigga's
man.
corny.
Shout out to me.
Oh yeah, but I was supposed to go on my spiel about Travis Hunter. Nah, shout out to Travis Hunter, man. Do you guys feel like he deserved the Heisman? First off,
Yes, sir. No doubt.
we're all in agreement here. Okay.
Yes.
I think that people are
No
over
controversy.
kind of reacting to Ashton Genty not winning it. Like I do think it was an incredible season, but like so one of you guys posted like all the full Russian list, and it's like, okay, it is a crazy season. He definitely deserves accolades for the crazy season, but this isn't so far away from like anything we've ever seen before.
Mhm.
All them
He's
other
really-
dudes is at top schools, like actual program.
Yeah. I'm like when I thought about Melvin Gordon was the person that kept popping up for me because he
Big
was a
Ten.
factor in college. Like he was doing it to whoever he played.
Melvin Gordon was fucking cold.
Yeah, and I think he also had like 25, 26 touchdowns or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
crazy.
SMU at the time was in the shit too. Like there wasn't no slump shit.
yeah, and I don't remember who won the Heisman the year he had 2,000 yards, but I don't think he was even like close to the conversation. He definitely wasn't in New York. He probably was like a top 5 vote getter.
Here's
So
what
like this wasn't so crazy. And Travis has done something that we have literally never seen before. And I might slander him as a receiver a little bit. I don't know if he's going to be all that in the bag of chips in the league, but the nigga was good enough at both positions that I think it should have been a no-brainer Heisman.
I don't
That's how I feel.
understand like what happened to the discourse as well, because like I feel like throughout our lives, like we've had like our Colt Brandons, we've had our Graham Harrells, we've had these dudes who are putting it on major at different programs that are having various levels of success, but if you're at something that's less than a power 4, that rarely ever translates into a Heisman, like if ever.
Absolutely.
So it's you usually got to be able to play somebody. Like it's not doubting Ashton Genty. I mean, talent is talent. I think he's going to be just fine in the league and everything like that too. But I've never seen folks get this worked up. And then when we started pulling up the other people who've had like record seasons and shit like that,
That's what made me kind of think about it because Tyrell showed
we
up.
never heard about. Like that's like what are we doing? What are we doing? Because they wanted that other wide receiver to win the Biletnikoff. I'm like, dog, look at these other people who've had these crazy seasons that we have literally never heard of. But y'all in here argue for someone from San Jose State. Like,
I
what are
looked
we
at the
talking
dude from
about?
San Jose stuff, and it was like he put up like 200 and some yards week 1 against Kennesaw State. I think they said he had another 200 yards against a school that I've never heard of. So it's like, again, you were great. You did a really good job, but you did that against like you did good against the really shitty school or other shitty schools, and then the 2 really shitty schools you went fucking many, and you didn't really like blow Travis's numbers out the water like that.
Exactly.
Travis, who was top 5 at 2 positions. Like, what are we talking about?
It's like partial Dion hate. People didn't like Dion and the Colorado shit.
And no, that whole thing is weird to me too. Like, how do y'all mad at somebody who loves his kids and like is about the program that he's for? Like, I don't even. I mean, the only explanation is one of the oldest ones in the book. He's against us. Is he's black? Like that's really it. It's just veiled with a bunch of other shit on top of it.
Outspoken, cocky black man, bro. That's all.
He's confident like every other FBS coach.
Yeah, but he's not black and he's not Deion Sanders. But
yeah, if y'all ever heard Kurt Signetti talk, like he thinks he's the shit in every room he walks into, but nobody cares about that. Like nobody says Kurt Signetti's doing too much. Like with his first year in the FBS in Indiana, you got him in the playoff for sure. But it's like he talks as much as anybody. Like that's just one person, but like, good Lord, man, that's all these coaches.
Yeah, but they're not Deion Sanders, bro. So you know what it is. But yeah,
he's
got the Heisman.
That's wish people stop pretending it's something else.
Yeah, people swear it's not that, but it's like, yeah, it is what it is, bro. People don't like a super brash, confident black man.
I watched Rich Rodriguez introductory press conference. Same thing, talking his shit as he should be. Like
he was talking cash shit too.
Yeah. He said any other Pitt fans want to leave like now, like because someone was booing in the crowd or whatever. And he said, I was about to get down there and see if you really about a hard edge. Like he was on his shit. Like he's doing what he's supposed to do as a leader of a program. But folks Deion don't even curse. Like he don't even curse. He's just about ball and Jesus.
I hate it.
Pretty much, bro.
I hate it too because it's like then it puts us in a weird position. Like when you want to have a valid criticism of Deion, I never want to be on the side of those people who are like ranking on him just because he's black. Or
Let's all give one valid criticism to Deion. What's something he's done that's wrong?
I just didn't really like how he left the Jackson State situation, or really kind of how some of the stuff played out there.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't really have one. Like
I don't really have a problem. Yeah, I kind of wish like.
But then, like, if you mention
I get the opportunity.
Like I mentioned that when he left to Colorado, then it sounded like I'm on the side of the people who are like, he hasn't done shit to belong at Colorado. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I'm
to win school? Not
I just kind of wish he would have stayed at Jackson State and maybe not said they broke his fuck on the way out. That was what I was saying. I'm not with all the he is not a good coach and this, that, and the third. Clearly a phenomenal coach.
Jackson State made it back to the SWAC championship. They doing just fine. They're still broke. They balling.
They're still broke. Yeah, Jamal's boy Charleston White went down there and he was like, I apologize to Deion now that I see how broke these niggas are. That's my bad.
I hope we can leave him at 2024. And when I say leave him at 2024, I mean 6 feet deep.
There's zero chance.
He'll come back up later and I'll bring that.
I hope he
so my one valid criticism of Deion Sanders. So I guess I can do this by technicality. His son's name is also Deion Sanders. The intros on his YouTube channel are far too long.
Noted. Got it.
Get that together.
How long are the intros?
You want to see one?
No, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we have nothing better to do.
All right. His channel's so Deion Sanders Jr. goes by Bucky. It's his name around the place. Channel is Well Off Media. If you're a big fan of Deion Sanders, like Senior, this channel is really cool because you can just like watch this channel and follow everything going on with the program and that circle and stuff like that. But watch this intro.
She's a paperclip.
Looking at
he puts up like 3 videos a day. He's on his stuff.
Yeah. He does all our social media, so all the stuff you've been seeing, that's him.
100 mil I needed, the glory I needed. I took L's but walked around like I was undefeated.
This is the same intro on every video.
I still woke up and chased it. They told me to find myself, instead I want to find a way.
All right, that was the intro.
That one, I thought it was going to be kind of crazy. It wasn't that bad.
But look, this is a 13-minute video. Like I said, he puts up like 4 a day. So every single time you click when you're seeing that.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It is so interesting to me how much cash shit that whole family talks and how Christian they are. Like his channel is Well Off, or his production thing is Well Off. And then he has the 3 crosses right next to the Well Off, just is like, so
we good and blessed. Try
it. blessed and highly favored, clearly.
Come at us if you want to. We have Jesus. Who you got?
Does Deion appear in any of that kid's videos?
All the time.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I know he got rankings of his kids, and I don't know how he treats them if they rank a little low. I think
he's lower just because you don't play ball, but he'd be under his dad's elbow all the time.
Okay, I respect it.
Travis is in there heavily. Shador is obviously in there heavily. Shiloh be in the cut.
Shiloh certainly was the bad kid growing up.
Shiloh getting a targeting call every now and then. You know.
Did you ever watch the Deion Sanders show that he had with his wife?
No, but I've seen a clip from it where he was explaining the game they played called Six Balls.
I don't
heard of that?
I do not. That
they all go piss up against the side of the shed and there's 6 balls.
What's the game?
It's just peeing.
So there's no game. It's just go pull your dick out.
It's just peeing with dad.
Okay. Yeah, not okay. All right. I've got nothing more to add to that. Damn, we kind of took over Jamal's Heisman rant. I want to know what you're about to say about Travis. Maybe he got some thoughts on his girlfriend.
My fault. King is back and come back, King.
I will just point out the Travis discourse has been so interesting because we've just never talked this much about college football or college athlete in general, like personal life that I can recall.
I was going to say, talking about their girlfriend because AJ McCarron dominated the conversation for a little bit.
I for sure. Yeah, she was one of the ones, but
doing his thing.
And I know that Travis and them got the like streaming shit, but like the intimate details of their relationship are so like have been talked about so much, which has been weird. People pulling up clips of like, oh, she said this, he said he used to do this. All very interesting, all very weird. I don't like it. I don't like people getting online saying like, oh, he needs to leave her, which I don't really care about the people coming online, but then don't like Shannon Sharp. I just saw fucking Bow Wow was like, oh man, he need to wake up, bro. You need to wake up. And they're doing it under the guise of like, I'm just looking out for him. But how are you looking out for me by posting something on Instagram or like posting something on your podcast? You could call him. Like, I'm sure you could get his information. You could DM him. There's a way for you to get in contact with him.
For sure.
Shannon Sharp, especially, like, I know Shannon got Deion's number. He could for sure.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure Deion's gonna feel a way about that too because you don't know you don't know that young man. And I get things are being presented away. People are gonna nitpick at everything. They want things to look away when it comes to him. But you obviously we don't know Travis Hunter, like period. And sometimes he lets us into his life and everything like that. But ultimately, like you don't know what makes him tick. You don't know what makes him comfortable. What makes him like excel in life. Like. He's obviously doing very well and had her by his side since Jackson State. So
yeah,
something's working over there.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Now, why Bow Wow? You got your own kids. Why are you talking about Travis Hunter? That's insane to me.
He's in the zeitgeist right now. That's what it is.
Yeah, it shit is weird. Shit is weird. I hope we don't see this like continue to be a trend of just like digging into people's lives, but then it's like so people are so picky about like how they feel about certain stuff. I remember how much like I don't know if you remember CeeDee Lamb when he got drafted. He was sitting next to his girlfriend and he like snatched the phone from her. People were super hyped up about that. They love that. Or if you got a white girlfriend, then they love to see your mom push her away from you. And it's like I don't know. People just act so weird about these like strangers' lives and like who they're fucking.
So we latch on to those moments, and I know we've definitely reacted to him and everything like that, but. CeeDee Lamb could still be with that same woman. They could be happily married. We don't know. Like that's just not something that necessarily we're digging into, and nothing the media's catching on to. These rare moments where people's private lives become public, and their private lives aren't set up to be public. It can definitely be jarring, but it's
for sure.
If folks is happy when they go home at night, like that's really all that really matters.
Yeah, and people have so much to say about. Oh, well, did you see her at the autograph signing? He's got to be in hell. Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I will say this. She's kind of setting him up to look a little lame. So when she made that 7-minute video, I listened to it while I was working because
you watched the whole thing.
I listened to it. I just had it playing in my headphones.
Respect.
She threw him under the bus, saying he DM'd her at first while he had a girlfriend, and she said her type isn't cheaters. I'm like, okay, well, so you're saying he's trying to cheat with his girlfriend to get at you.
No, but if you cheat around a 4-3, then it's like not really cheating.
Noted. All right, good point. Good point. So that's the first.
I don't run a 4-3 if anyone's curious.
That's the first strike. Strike number 2.
No.
Strike number 2 is when she was saying he's like perfect in her eyes. He doesn't drink or smoke or anything of that. And she said, "Oh, I'm Mexican. I drink. I got tequila in my veins." Travis would drive me to parties and wait in the car for hours while I go party and go do my thing. That's strike number 2 of looking lame as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. If one of you two, if I found out one of you two niggas was doing that, I'm judging you. I would tell you. I'm like, come on, my guy. Are you serious?
Can I give a devil's advocate?
Okay, give me a devil's advocate.
So, as we know, Travis, avid fisherman, people do go catfish hunting at nighttime. So he could take her.
She didn't say that though.
She didn't, but he's like, if he knows, like, okay, there's a creek right around here, I'm gonna drop you at this party. Just tell me when you're ready to go. I got my shit in the back. I'm gonna just go fish, and then I'll swing back around and get you.
Okay, devil's advocate. I get it.
Just so the you know, like the top recruit in the nation isn't sitting down the curb outside of this party in a college town.
But she said he would wait in the car for hours while she go party and drink.
All right, in the car.
Number 2. That looks
my story out of there.
If I found out one of you guys, I'm talking to you like, hey, bro, what's going on? If you need something to go do, hey, bro, come pull up on me. I'll kick it with you, my guy. You come chill at the crib, or I'll, we go do something. Oh.
That's what that random little chair be in the hotel rooms.
Please, not the cup chair.
And then what's strike 3? The sit at the party shit. She said he was about to be a cheat.
How about her not standing up when he got the award?
Oh, she kind of made an excuse for that, but I will say that's kind of like, it's like, yo, like somebody else got to tell you the last person to stand up and the first to sit down. It's bad optics, but she kind of explained it. But it's bad optics. It's like, yo, bitch, like I won the Heisman. You better be standing up and over cheering. Like, what the fuck? Like,
but see, if she over cheer with all the discords that happened, look how happy she is. This nigga, about
you're right.
There's no winner
right
there for sure.
So honestly, I just have the 2 main strikes. You threw me under the bus saying, your type isn't cheaters, but you telling me I'm a cheater because I had a girl when I DM'd you, and then you got people thinking I'm lame as fuck. You got people thinking I'm just sitting in the car while you're drinking and smoking and going to parties. And she didn't say like, oh, he just there for like 15 minutes and he go home. Like, bro, you got me out here looking lame, bro. And
I haven't watched any of those videos, but didn't he tell that story first?
About what? About how they met and stuff?
No, about him sitting in the car. Like,
I haven't seen him tell that story. She told that story.
Okay, I thought I saw something that said.
But he told them about like how they bet and all that stuff, and then like she said like, well, she kind of cleared up like, oh yeah, when he first DM'd me, I left him all red, and then that's what she cleared up by saying he had like a girl and all that stuff. But either way, it's bad optics. Like I came in, and like, yo, you're right, like it is their lives, but it's like, yo, like these people are they're in the public, bro. Like they're like celebs now. And then it's like, yo, like. Once you're a celebrity, bro, like that's the price that comes with fame and celeb, bro. Like
they're gonna get that coaching, I think, probably, and figure that out. If they're like for real about this, what they seem to be, I figure there's probably resources available to folks in their lane to kind of button that up and make it easier to be you, I guess. Like
yeah, for sure.
You don't got to give people more, but you can definitely make a point of presenting certain things, and then that will kind of smooth the narrative about y'all, let you live your lives in peace.
Yeah. But yeah, and they're young, so whatever. Like it could be a real thing, or she might have like planted that flag and she caught her a lick easily. Cause like from the outside in, like from me judging, it does kind of seem like, yo, maybe he feels like this is his first like bag chick that he's bagged up and he's knocking. He's kind of like just putting up with shit. But it is what it is, man.
There's definitely a beauty to women that will allow you to be you if you isn't like Mr. Extra and shit like that. Like
and he's not. He does, like you said, like all he seems is like sports and fishing and stuff. And we know he streams and he does seem like a genuine good, cool dude.
He like hopping on the stream like in the full like furry onesie and shit like that. Like he's definitely just a weird dude, I think, period. So it's like if she's cool tolerating probably the time it takes him, he has to dedicate in order to be the athlete that we know and love him as. And then the counterpoint of that of him being sort of this like inside the house or off in the wild by himself introvert, like that's just a weird combination of things together. And if like they're compatible together, I think like it is probably cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I lost the bit.
Yeah, this seems like a situation where a lot of things can be true at once. Maybe something fishy going on. Maybe it's working out great for him. Only way to know is find out and see. But everybody don't gotta take it so hard on him.
No, yeah, for sure.
Players
She do
fuck
got
up
my
too.
boy out here looking lame though. Like
he
to
could
the
be
point where I
fucking
don't
up.
even want him on my team.
There has been a couple. The Lil Wayne thing was a little troubling.
Yeah, that's nasty. That
Strange.
might be that's the most egregious one to me.
Honestly, I
That's what
didn't
gonna
like
ask
it.
y'all.
Didn't like it.
You let a Mexican woman put you on Lil Wayne and you're from Florida. And we just seen his dad posted up like a like an extra in a T.I. video from
You said his
05.
dad looked like Shawty Lo, and I'm like, he got very
Bro,
much.
his
does.
dad
So
was
that
just like-
picture was old. His dad, I think, had locked up for some years and just got
picture-
out
I
the picture
said
with
what I
him
said. But
in front of the
in the Florida State gear.
Yeah, but that was old, but that would have been 3 years ago. Or 4 years ago, maybe.
Well, I mean, he probably committed to Florida State while he was in high school and did those like promotion pictures, shit like
Okay,
that. So,
so
you got to figure.
6 years ago
Yeah.
at the most.
So hold on. But my point is, like the article that I got that from, it was about how come his dad wasn't at the ceremony, and on top of him just getting out of prison and everything like that, he said like this was always the bar for Travis. Like this is not something that I'm going to show up for. I'll be there at the draft though. And he said like the draft and like a wedding or something like that. But Heisman, like, no, that's not. We knew this was going to happen. Like basically, that's what he said. How do y'all feel about that?
like he knew he was gonna win the Heisman.
Yes.
Oh,
That
hey, man,
doesn't
salute,
seem
brother.
like a good
Hey,
excuse to not be there.
yeah,
Like the other thing, the just getting out of prison thing, it's fine. But like, I didn't show up because this was expected. Yeah, nigga, and you're expected to be there. Show up. That don't make
yeah,
no
that
sense.
is kind of crazy. Like, if
Yep.
maybe there's got to be like another reason that we probably aren't privy
Yeah,
to.
nigga, it was expected for all of us to graduate from high school, but our parents were still there.
The news station asked him, and that's the answer he replied with. So maybe he could have something else that he's just not bringing up.
Sure.
But
Nigga, obviously, what?
I guess so.
Unless they fight like fucking Peter Griffin and the chicken, bro. He should have been there at the Heisman ceremony. Like what the fuck? Like that don't make no damn sense. Like
Yeah,
my
I hope
son
my
won the
dad would be
Heisman
there
and
to
I
win the
won't be
Heisman.
there.
Just
Yeah.
say I'm on parole. I mean, I guess you don't want to tell the newspaper I'm on parole, but yeah,
You had a 10-year sentence and got out in 6.
you're on parole. Yeah,
You're on parole.
you're on
Yeah.
parole.
Nah, but yeah, either way though, man. Shout out to Travis, man. He a good, and there's nothing wrong with being like a square kind of dude. Like bro, like nigga, there's nothing wrong with being like a square. Like there's nothing wrong with being square and being lame, but like is there a
Lame
difference
is
between
rough.
like corny and lame? I think there's a difference between corny and lame.
I feel like being lame is like being lame is being a bum. Like, you know, you could be poor, but you're not a bum kind of thing.
Yeah.
Being lame is a mindset. That's something you putting on every day. You waking up and you're being lame. You
You think
be
he's
a-
lame, or you think he just looked lame?
I think he's lame, bro. I
Jamal
think he's lame as
Damn.
fuck.
I don't think he's lame.
So being a
That's-
square, there's nothing wrong with being a square. I think Russell Wilson's a square.
But
Nah,
he
he's
doesn't
kind of
seem lame.
corny and weird too, though. Yeah, but Russell Wilson, like, this ain't the.
I'd
best
say I have
example,
square
man.
tendencies if I'm not a square.
Yeah, nigga, I'm a square nigga. I fucking read comic books and manga and stuff. And
No,
yeah,
stop.
no, like I have like some square shit. Like, bro, like
No, you
like,
enjoy some square activities. You're definitely not a square.
yeah, I can't be at times, bro. Sometimes I don't feel like going out drinking. Like, I'm finna read Batman on my iPad. But I'll tell you what I ain't doing. I'm not taking my bitch to a party and sitting in the car for 3 hours and watching her get drunk.
that is a little lame.
Yeah, come on.
That
bro.
is a lame.
But
You just
yeah,
don't have to. You just don't have to stay there.
Yeah,
Like, I just don't understand the point of staying there.
that's dog. Like Blake said the perfect analogy for it, bro. That's the extra chair in the hotel room, bro. That's literally what that is. I'm not saying she
Oh,
was getting
man.
like trizzed or nothing at the party or nothing, but it's like, yo, that's kind of crazy.
He
bro.
wouldn't know.
He wouldn't know.
She could be having a time in there. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah.
Somebody throwing a party on her.
She got her Heisman too.
All right, y'all want to knock? Blake, I'm assuming you put these narratives on here. Do you wanna
Yeah,
talk
they
about-
are much less interesting. I hope we don't spend a ton of time on them because I really want to get to these awards.
Okay.
Either way, transfer portal is going on right now. It's kind of the big news of college football. Every single day, you're seeing this person enters the portal from here. This person commits to here. Mateer from Washington State just went to Oklahoma. There's a couple of the big ones going on. I know Colorado just got a quarterback from Liberty who played really well the last 2 years. But either way, we've had players from Penn State who's in the dance say that they're entering the portal. We've had players from, I believe, Clemson have left. Washington State has players leave. They have a bowl game to do besides Mateer. Just every single school is having some type of like people leaving when they still have a game left on the schedule. And it's putting programs in a really weird spot. Marshall already had to pull out of their bowl game because they didn't have enough active players left. They had like 3 linemen left or something like that.
I did see that they lost like 25 players or something.
Yeah, from decommits.
Yeah.
And every school handles it differently. Like Washington State, they took a vote and said players who went to the portal are still eligible to play in the bowl game. Like the players voted on that. Texas has had like a hard line policy where if you enter the portal, you're no longer on the team. But either way, it's just putting all these teams in a really weird spot, and kids who like worked all year to get to the postseason and are in it now in a spot too where it's like, damn, like, am I really going to play like that here next year? I have a chance to get some money. Like, I kind of need to take it right now because the money is here right now. So they're leaving the programs with food still on the table. Like, how do y'all feel about that? It's just kind of weird, ain't it?
I don't like the timing, and I don't understand why the timing has to be what it is.
So it's because of the school year. It's a matter of getting them on campus for the next session to start.
Yeah, and so I guess that's where it's like with the transfer portal being a thing, with NIL, I think it's still like flawed and the payment should be kind of in a different form. This is just moving further and further away from them actually being like any type of student athlete. Like if you can leave a school, if you go there from what football season, so August to December, so the first like half of the school year for real, you're going to be there for the school year, and then you could just be like, oh, actually I got to go to this different school. You're not going to school. Like,
not in a serious fashion, no.
Yeah, like, and some of these kids, will end up graduating, and some people probably hit the portal and still graduate.
Yep.
So I can't like shame everybody for doing it, but yeah, it seems like you're getting money to go play somewhere else before your full season is actually over halfway through the school year. Like, what are you actually accomplishing in here? And most of you guys aren't
James 8,
but you need the money now. So somebody's willing to pay you now.
I get it, man. You got to get that money now.
Yeah.
The timing just doesn't. I don't know.
Most people know if they have a realistic chance of going pro. I feel like
because I think the Penn State situation, their backup quarterback left, but they had one of them quarterbacks who was like a super athletic dude, so he's using a lot of packages. And Drew Alar, the starter, he said he's coming back for another year. So it's like if you're that backup, it's like, yo, I'm not gonna play next year. Like, but I don't know what school like UNLV is like offering me however much. Like, so I'm gonna leave now when we're in the playoff. Like,
but people used to just be nice behind somebody. Like, I'm either going to take your job or as soon as you leave,
I'm gonna wait to,
because you get to the league off of like, if you sit for 3 years and you have a fire senior season, you can go to the league still. Or if you don't play a lot early on, Michael Penix just went to the league in the first round and he really got like 2 real good seasons under his belt for real.
For sure.
I guess he had like
no more. He was 29.
He had a good one at Indiana before he left, but he got hurt too.
If you have your senior season, USC used to put them quarterbacks out where they play one season after the previous dude left because he stayed for 3 years or something like that, and they still go into the league. So I don't know. I think some of it you got to stay and compete if it's like you're a quarterback who's supposed to be nice.
Everybody's situation kind of allows them to do different things, though, right? Because like Arch Manning is in a unique place where he doesn't need the money, so he can wait as long as he needs to wait. He's not like desperate chasing the bag or nothing like that, right? So he sit behind Quinn Ewers for 2 years, and then he's going to play next year, obviously, and probably. So
I think that situation is a great point. Like Arch Manning came into college with the amount of hype behind him that people feel pretty confident that unless he fucking stinks at some point in college, he's going to the league. If he was to sit behind Quinn Ewers for 2 seasons, there would be no issue with him still getting like going to the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so even if it was like he wasn't getting that money, it just wouldn't make sense for a player like that to leave. I feel like in the past, but now it's like, yeah, I can go start at Oklahoma right now, so I'm just gonna go.
But see, you keep bringing up the league portion of it, and I don't even think that's a factor in this because I don't think John Mateer like realistically like is going to be an NFL quarterback in any sense of the form. He's good. He's an air raid guy. He gets the ball out there. He puts up big numbers. But I'm sure it's a matter of what kind of money can I make in Pullman versus I can make down at Oklahoma. Like, if that's night and day.
How drastic do you think it is? Like what do you think the pay he would get from staying at Wazoo is?
Massive.
Massive. Like
Washington State is in the pack too.
No, yeah, I just wanted what do you guys think he's getting in comparison?
Let's say if he got $200K from Wazoo. I'm guessing.
I don't even think he got that.
Okay, let's say 80.
20,000.
Let's say 20,000. I think he can get 300-400 at Oklahoma, bro. It's Oklahoma.
I think we're closer to the 7s.
Okay, see, there we go. See, I ain't even mad at it.
He's going to be the starting quarterback at a premier Oklahoma, program in the SEC.
Is there a way to find out? I need to look this up somewhere. Seems like such
not
a
all
big
of it's
deal. Like,
reported. Certain
yeah.
deals are, but
yeah.
if you follow like the talk online from these programs, like the different subreddits for them, like for the different programs, or just the college football subreddit, somebody will chime up every now and then and be like, "Yo, yeah, we're really struggling with the collective out here. Like, we only had like $10,000 as the pool for this whole entire school or whatever."
Okay.
And it'll just be like a big issue. Washington State just kind of put itself in that place. Well, I don't know. It's like, I don't think that some coaches leave, but they've just been a jumping ground for quarterbacks to showcase themselves and go somewhere else. Like Cam Ward prior to this, and now Mateer. I think there was somebody before this, but like people just go there and put up huge numbers and turn into nothing, or they go somewhere else. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Washington State's in a uniquely bad spot. So to go there and perform, you were going to leave. But there was just a quarterback from somebody
Cam
just
Ward
transferred to
left
Oregon
Washington
State. Huh?
Cam Ward came from Washington State.
He did,
right?
yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone just transferred to Oregon State, like a big time player just transferred to Oregon State.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what's the bag at Oregon State? Or is that bag? I guess the motivations are completely different for everybody. So it's not always about the bag. It's not always about the league. Some people just want to play. So yeah, I guess the
bag is relative too, right? Like if this person may not have been getting it wherever he was, or maybe he has like 2 more years of eligibility. So he's like, let me go put on some tape out here at Oregon State. They're offering me $50K to come out there and play. I'm gonna knock it out for a year and I'm gonna move on to wherever else. Yeah, they offered like a unlimited Reese's potato salad.
Yeah, okay.
Unlimited potato salad is fun.
Duke, yeah, Duke's quarterback. Yeah, he played pretty good this past year.
Yeah, and I'm looking at looking at this dude. So this dude
he was at Texas. He was the black dude at Texas who was fast.
Yeah, he was the backup for Quinn Ewers. Left Quinn Ewers and then went to Duke, and now he's leaving Duke and going to Oregon State. In the span of that's all since 2023. That's 2 seasons.
Yep,
you got to be at 3 different schools. Like, what are you gaining, dog? Is the money just different at every place? Are you wanting to play? Are you wanting to play in a different program? Like,
something's going on out there. Stuff. They got DJU. I mean, he's a joke now, but like at the time, that was a big get.
I get that, but like I'm just thinking about. This is where I'm just trying to think of the person's motivations. You about to be a junior at your 3rd school, and like in completely different places, completely different types of schools. Like I'm baffled by what the motivations are, and some people are missing bowl games or missing like actual playoff games to go to this, like to do shit like this. Is just where I'm. The timing just I don't know seems crazy. I
think someone like Devontae probably be able to speak to this a little bit better. But I do know quarterbacks specifically will chase coordinators because, like, even if coordinators aren't named to us, they might be named like on the 7 circuit or in one-on-one quarterback coaching and shit like that. So it's like, let me go out here, get this work in, put this tape in with this one guy for this 1 year, and then we're going to see what's on the table for the next year. And it's not necessarily like financial motivation, but it's like, I know I have a chance to be QB1 at this program. I think I'll go from this level to this level, and we'll see what's opened up after that.
Yeah. What a time!
It's very interesting. But they got the revenue sharing coming in next year. You're gonna have like basically because every school has a collective and stuff now. The NCAA is in court right now, and they're finalizing it up where the schools will now control the collective. So right now it's like if a student, let's say like AJ DiBenenza, who just committed to BYU, there's obviously money involved in that. They said like $7 million, but BYU's not paying him. Someone from outside the school who the school has no control over is paying him. That whole thing now is going to be a part of the school. So there'll be more interactions between the two. I think it'll help players from getting screwed over because that happened at UNLV where somebody was promised something they didn't get it.
Oh, yeah.
Things are going to go through like a clearinghouse and a third party now. So it's just going to be a little bit more legit, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah, I guess, no, more like or less like fake promises and shit that are like aren't being
1,000%.
Yeah.
It's like, the Toyota dealership promised you $200,000, but that's not the school. So the fact that you're here and you signed your letter of intent and they're not paying you, we really can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. I guess if the NCAA is behind it, then they can enforce it better. Because what was it that guy that went to UNLV to say he was supposed to get like $80K and only got like $1,700?
Yeah, something like that, dude.
Yeah,
he shut it down quick. He's like, hold on.
Yeah. Nigga, I'm out of here, bro. I ain't doing this. Niggas lied.
So on the same topic, Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt quarterback, who beat Alabama, and I think he got one more school off the board this year too. He formerly is a JUCO player. I think he did 2 years down there. He like filed a lawsuit against the NCAA.
Yeah,
and won in his JUCO years, got thrown out off of his eligibility clock. So,
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
so you can play JUCO and still get 4 years, right?
That's the precedent that he set.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's crazy.
There's already been an issue these past few years with just players being on rosters for extremely long periods of time. The COVID years,
the COVID year shit has been crazy.
Yes,
the Nick Nash dude or whatever his name is from San Diego State was in the same recruiting class as Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is going into year 5, I think.
Go get it.
What the fuck?
You get a new batch of them every year, rolling into campus.
Bro, Cam Rossi was in the same recruitment class as Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
he's older than him too.
What are we doing here? Yeah, so this JUCO thing, you can go into your freshman year and be 22.
I don't think JUCOs go longer than 2.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, so you can be 20.
Being at a JUCO
your
freshman year is
crazy.
But
if you didn't get all 4 or 5
red shirt
years
at
of
the JUCO
eligibility in school, people gonna be 20. It's gonna be regular to see 26 and 27-year-old college athletes.
Yes. So so COVID year thing combined with just stuff like injury years and all that type of stuff has been like a thing these past few years. This is the last year that the COVID year has mattered. Next year there won't be any players who are playing on COVID eligibility anymore. But either way, with this JUCO precedent, if this becomes like a thing across the board, it's just another thing that like it's a roadblock, right? And this next part I have on here is I don't know, conjecture is the wrong word, but Darius Butler, former defensive back for the Colts and some other teams, he's like a regular person on the Pat McAfee show, and he went to like some Florida High School Hall of Fame thing where he got inducted, and he was talking to somebody who's like big in Florida football down there, and he was saying like the scholarships for high school athletes for football have dropped like 40% for South Florida.
Yeah.
But they're saying like, it's because you got people who are just sitting on rosters, like who have or like their 6th or 7th year of eligibility and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where they're not going to go recruit as many high schoolers because they already got people on board. So it's like you're creating roadblocks, and it's like, where do these people go? Like, how do you fix this shit? Like, and if the JUCO thing becomes a thing, then it's like, damn, the path for like your non 4 and 5-star high school player might look a little bit different. Like, they might end up going to a JUCO off the bat, and JUCO football becomes bigger. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
college sports are becoming just so drastically different, I feel like, than what we kind of grew up watching.
I think they're making a lot of changes really fast, like with maybe too fast.
Yeah, this COVID shit.
Because it does seem like 2017, I feel like, is the last year I really feel like there was like legacy teams, and I don't mean legacy like they went on runs or anything, just like you see like very similar players for at least 3 years. And like,
oh my goodness,
playing, but now it's like teams look incredibly different from year to year. Ryan Williams, I think, which I don't know if it's true, they had mentioned he might consider.
I think that was fake.
Okay,
because I didn't see anything official about it. I was looking into that.
What was it
about him entering the transfer portal?
Yeah, they were saying he was thinking the portal.
Dog, they would not let him leave. They would give him whatever.
They fire the coach if he left.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it is certainly changing incredibly rapidly.
He's like top shelf Jerry Rice, bro. They can't let him leave.
That boy,
you can't. And he's like only 17. Yeah, you can't let him leave.
Okay. One last article here of ranking the worst mistakes for all 32 NFL teams in 2020. I don't know if you have ESPN Plus. I do. I thought this was entertaining.
Put it up on the screen. I don't think I have this anymore. I got canceled this shit.
Yeah, dude, smart. I bought a UFC fight, so I have it for some time until next year.
Like it's like a year, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, put it up on the screen so we can see. At least show us our teams. You don't gotta go through all of them.
Okay. Just real quickly, Buccaneers. They're at 32. Signed Russell Gage to a 3-year, $30 million contract. We keep scrolling down this. Packers.
I forgot about Russell Gage.
Yeah, everybody back here has made like minor mistakes like that. They've survived. Like Kenny Pickett for the Steelers.
That's
drafting Jeff Okudah.
They're doing fine. Lions doing fine. Von Miller to the Bills. They're doing fine.
Didn't Jeff Okudah go like 3?
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
He just had those bad injuries, man. He tore his Achilles and his
still
ACL.
in the league.
I don't even know who
Yeah.
Emmanuel Forbes is. That's crazy.
He's the super skinny corner that he got cut, and then the Rams picked him up.
Yeah.
But when you look at him, it's like, yo, this dude is not like
He looks malnourished.
Yeah.
Okay. James Bradbury, he stinks. Michael
James
Gallup over
Bradbury
Amari
was good
Cooper.
that first
He
year.
was that first year he made all pro, I think.
All right. Cowboys was Michael Gallup over Amari Cooper.
Yeah, that was
Not
kinda
great.
Bengals Trey Waynes to a 3-year, $42 million deal.
Ooh, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Damn.
Cam Jordan extension for us. Fair. You could have probably picked a lot of things here. It's all good.
That seems like the worst. Like that was fine.
Yeah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the Chiefs. Kenny
good.
Galladay for the Giants. This one's terrible. Good Lord, that was terrible.
I'm not
Kenny
gonna lie. I thought he
Galladay
was
for the
gonna be
Giants
okay.
was fucking terrible. I remember drafting him in fantasy. I don't think I could start him like a single week.
He was never good. There.
Fuck, dog.
What's his best season in New York?
I think he had one season in New York.
Maybe 400 yards. Something like.
I'm-
Ravens, Odell Beckham, 1 year, $15 million deal. This honestly is not bad.
That was not that bad.
Yeah, that's
No,
not that bad.
They ate that. That was fine.
His one season in New York, he had 37 receptions for 520 yards and no touchdowns.
Dog, what?
Oh,
Dog,
sorry.
he
The
was-
next season he had 6 receptions for 81 yards. He was done.
Bro, but he
Okay.
was kind of cold in Detroit.
He was a
though.
fucking factor in Detroit.
Colts, first and third round picks to the Eagles for Carson Wentz. That looks terrible now. At the time, that was probably a steal.
Yeah.
Damn. I forgot they gave up that much for him.
Yeah.
He was not good.
Chargers, JC Jackson, 5-year, 82 mil. That was 2 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Dog, he had maybe one good game for the Chargers.
Yeah, then he like fucked up his leg or something, right? Or
He's
he-
toasted now.
When he got there, he was immediately hurt, and then he came back. He was good for I think that he sucked the first couple games, and then he kept getting hurt, and then he started like getting in legal trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was locked down in New
Hey,
England.
I will say the whole AFC West kind of didn't cook that year. It was like Devontae Adams is coming to the division, J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack and Russell Wilson's coming to the division. That shit stunk.
Basically,
They're
everything
better.
messed.
They're better now. All of those teams are better now, well, except for the Raiders. The Raiders still fucking suck. They're better now than they were.
Shout out to the Raiders.
So the Raiders are fucking dog shit. Oh my
Vikings
God.
failing to land and
We
use
play the
players.
Raiders this week too.
That's going to be the
ass-
game of the week. That's what
gonna
I'm
be
locked in on.
Two buttery ass cheeks. clapping
Yep.
together.
Who's going to be worse? That's what I'm about to look at. Vikings failing to land any useful players on days 1 and 2 of the draft of 2022.
I thought Lewisine was going to be nice when they drafted him.
Miami tampering with Tom Brady and Sean Payton. Okay.
That's what the kind of weak ass cop out was that?
Yeah, that was.
I don't know. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they gave them in their extensions and then immediately fired them.
Yeah.
Yep. We got the Raiders for Josh McDaniels.
That's
Allen
Don't forget Mike
Robinson.
Mayock.
Yeah, Mayock was part of the Gruden one. That was
Oh,
earlier.
true. Yeah, both. Damn, they choose one.
Yeah, they're paying a lot of coaches who don't coach there. Allen Robinson for the Rams,
He
3 to
was not
46
good.
million.
I thought that was.
Single
I thought
game
that was a good
either.
signing too.
Hell
Should have
yeah.
been 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams for the Seahawks. That's terrible.
This should be higher up. Giving up 2 first-round picks, and I think those picks ended up being like DJ Reed and somebody else nice. I don't remember who the other one was.
I think he just got
Like-
released from the Titans too. Like he's done.
Yeah, he cooked.
Yep. Chicago Bears 2nd-round pick for Chase Claypool.
That shit.
Oh,
that shit
Jesus
didn't make sense
Christ.
in the moment.
I
The
forgot.
moment they did it, it didn't make
Chase
sense.
Claypool did look nice that first year, that rookie year with the Steelers.
He got the measurables.
Nah, he was kind
Yeah,
of
like-
balling.
Yeah, he had a
Get
couple
over here.
games. He had a couple.
Nah,
games.
he had a good season. I'm about to pull up his
Yeah.
numbers.
Get over here. Get over here.
That's
Chase
some
Claypool.
bullshit.
Get over here. Titans AJ Brown for Treylon Burks.
Boy,
Oh my
oh boy, that trade looks worse and worse by the day. AJ Brown is the first receiver in a hot minute to just say my quarterback needs to get better, and then his quarterback gets better.
He whipped him into shape, didn't he?
Yeah, usually the quarterback's like, I'm not throwing you the ball. He's like, actually, I think you're right. I do stink.
Patriots putting Matt Patricia and Joe Judge in charge of the offense in 22.
I remember
Matt
that.
Patricia.
Matt-
Patricia.
Defensive coordinator Matt Patricia. Fired head coach of the Lions Matt
Remember, he used
Patricia.
to have like a regular pencil behind his ear, but like his sheet was laminated, so
It
he
was
couldn't use it.
laminated.
Just
yeah.
a look.
Yeah, that was funny.
Definitely
Jamal.
a look.
Oh, I guess he did have like a decent season. 60 receptions and 60 receptions both seasons.
Most recent one, Falcons, Kirk Cousins, 4-year, $180 million deal.
Boy.
Looking bad.
Boy.
We shitting on that deal when that happened.
Yeah, it was
that was
questionable.
a lot of money. And then that was before they drafted the quarterback.
I think most coverage of that deal was like, what the hell did they just do? Because he just come off Achilles tear. None of it made sense. Texans, DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals, 2020.
Yeah, because after they traded him, Deshaun Watson had his best year, I think.
And DeAndre Hopkins was good for like 4 more seasons after that.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Urban Meyer. We got
Urban Meyer for the Jaguars.
Woo.
That's got to be the worst one, though, because that directly affects Trevor's progression and growth. So that's your franchise piece, the generational talent that y'all brought in. It's a big deal.
Bruh, yeah, when he was at his
Tina,
bar
come here.
trying to
Stay
stick
over
his
here.
finger in that chick's ass, that was
right.
That's such incredibly bad luck. Like Urban, you get the number 1 pick, you get the quarterback, like the quarterback that everybody wanted, and you just like hire fucking.
Remember when he got caught like
scumbag?
He got caught at the bar messing with the chick, and he was like in the press conference, he was throwing Trevor under the bus. Like, I know Trevor got married, and I was just telling him to be around people that care about him. Like, nigga, why are you mentioning him? You're the one that just got caught.
That shit didn't make
One of the funniest stories I've heard from his tenure there, and this was like a secondhand thing. Someone was telling him that Mike Vrabel said, like, one of the times that they played each other in the AFC South, like, they met at midfield, and like Vrabel said something to him, and Urban Meyer was like, "Do I know you?" And Vrabel was on Urban Meyer's staff at Ohio State
for multiple years.
What?
Yeah, he was. I think he said, like, "Yeah, I worked for you for 2 years."
Yeah, a weird dude.
And
they talk about he might be coming back to coaching too.
I think
he
so.
shouldn't be allowed around children.
He wins, just not in the NFL. So
He's a freak.
If they get rid of Ryan Day, they're definitely going to reach out to him at Ohio State.
either him or Vrabel for sure.
Everywhere Urban Meyer goes, trouble follows those kids. He shouldn't be allowed around children.
All right, Panthers, DJ Moore, multiple first-round picks to the Bears to move up to draft Bryce Young, which, I mean, things are kind of turning around on this a little bit, but I think it still never be worth it. Bryce probably is not going to be that good, but
No, I don't think there's a world where he's that good.
yeah.
But
If he ends up being like that franchise guy, though, I don't hate it.
I think that being the number 1 pick makes it incredibly hard, I think, or just that high of a pick is starting to make it harder and harder to be not a bust for the team that drafts you, because
it's almost an impossible value to meet.
Like, we're looking at Baker, Darnold, like all these dudes who were picked 6, 7, 8 years ago, where it's like, I think normal progression for a quarterback probably is like you're really hitting your prime about 8 years into your career, more than it is for people to hit their prime 4 years into their career. But you ain't waiting around for your first round draft pick to get good for 8 seasons.
No.
So yeah.
We've got Niners, Trey Lance, 3 first-round picks. Ugly.
Ugh.
No production there.
Oh my goodness, it was damn. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Rodgers to the Jets.
Yeah, that sucked.
Broncos, Russell Wilson. A lot of money tied up there. I think they got like a lot of money left. And then obvious Browns, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, they got this right. Woo, 5 years, 230 of them things.
Yeah. Signing J.C. Jackson was terrible. Not firing our coach sooner was also not great.
Oh, yeah. What was that coach you hated? I forgot his name. You used to hate that thing.
Brandon Staley?
Yeah, there we go. I remember he used to say, like, yeah, we hired the guy that he coached Aaron Donald to be good. That could have been so difficult.
Oh my God.
He's like, no,
Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey won a Super Bowl. It's got to be this guy. He's on San Francisco staff now. Their defense fucking stinks.
Oh no, Kenny got hair again.
God. All right. Did you say KD has hair again?
Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh,
it's that time of year.
That's funny. Shout out to Kenny. Y'all ready to get into these awards? This year and wrap up. Hey, man, let's get it, man.
I gotta let my dogs back in here in a second, so y'all just take a real quick pause.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. Do you think?
We back. I think this is the 3rd edition of the Golden Cup Awards.
Third, yes, correct.
Third edition.
Yeah.
Yes,
very highly esteemed. If y'all didn't know, if you get one of these, then you did your thing this year. You should feel good about yourself. Pat yourself on the back. We don't just give them out.
Nah, not really. You gotta
Are
earn
we
it.
giving ourselves one? I'm playing.
Gotta earn it.
Anyway.
And yeah, we get one of these every year. So I mean, that's you should give it.
Doesn't need to be said.
All right. So if y'all not familiar with the format, we just got some different categories on here. These things may change year to year. For now, this year we have the same ones on here that we did last year. I am more than open to somebody suggesting something throughout this. If you have a different category you want to do one for,
Yes.
does not bother me one bit because this shit is fun. So that's how we end the year. And no further ado, let's get into it. Top of the list is not a small one. It's a big one because this is something that we all spend some time doing. Game of the year.
Go to my notes.
Tyrell, this is the same order from last year where it alternates each time. You were first.
This one I think was a bit of a no-brainer for me. I had to stop and think, what all did I play this year? I played some decent games, played a little Black Myth Wukong. That had a little something going to it. It had some flaws that couldn't really stick with it, but it had a little something to it. I've played a little Astrobot, that one game of the year at the
I forgot. I gotta download that.
Jeff got on that.
And then I was like, what game did I have the most fun playing this year? And it was immediate. Helldivers 2.
Ooh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
100% Helldivers 2.
Okay.
And that was this year, huh?
Yeah, that was beginning.
That was a moment.
That had me
like
locked in
months?
for 3 months straight.
They just announced the Killzone DLC.
I ain't hopped on with the boys to play games in so long. I played that and I was like, oh, I'm on. Let's get it. You get different groups of people on there running. Yeah, that was a good time.
We might have to bring that shit back. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Luminous shit looked hella fun.
They in cities now.
Yeah.
Are they in cities now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
They're on Super Earth, right?
I don't know if it's Super Earth, but they're definitely on like some closer colonies.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Helldivers 2 for me, for sure.
I don't
what did
hate
you
that
think
one
I was
bit.
gonna say?
Am I next? I'm not next.
I'm next. Okay, I got Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
It's gonna be me that does it, that puts it on the board.
What are you gonna say? What Fortnite?
Oh, I know.
No, go ahead. What you like about Black Myth Wukong?
I'm not really into like those Souls-like games, so like I was kind of hesitant on getting it, but then like I think you the one that told me about the reviews and say it's like not as
More God of War.
yeah, it's more God of War-ish and it's not as like punishing as like those Souls-like games and stuff. And then so I got it, and man, like I didn't finish. I'm on chapter 4. I haven't played it in like maybe like a month, but that's probably my favorite like single player game that I've played this year. Like the story is cool, interesting. I like all the old like the ancient Chinese lore is based off the what's the ancient Chinese story? A Journey to the West.
Journey to the Goku story. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it looks super dope. I like the different fighting styles, and yeah, it made me kind of like those games. It's like damn, like I kind of once I beat this, I want to start checking out some of those games like Demon Souls and Dark Souls and like some of those games. But that was definitely that's the most fun I've had with like a single player game this year.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave the space open too. If y'all want to come back and give like an honorable mention or something, that's perfectly fine. You have more dialogue about it. But I'm gonna say off top, yeah, like I've been painted a certain way about this game on this podcast, which I do not appreciate, just because I have some valid criticisms that they need to add on and make some improvements here. But College Football 25 is definitely it. I have spent a lot of time on this completely by myself in offline dynasties. It is a phenomenal game on the field. There are some things that they can do to make it better off the field. But yeah, for waiting 11 years at this point, 12 years, I think, probably because 14 probably came out in 13, or I can't math.
Yeah.
Tacoma Public Schools, shout out Foss. Shout out Central too. Y'all didn't fix it there. But either way, it's fire, man. I've had dynasties at Georgia State, built that up into one at LSU. I've gone from I think Marshall to West Virginia or something like that. Like it's just good ball, man. Like they try to pack in as much stuff that's unique about that school into the stadium. So whenever time you go into a game, like you get their traditions, their intros, and that kind of stuff. I've heard from or seen from fans of these schools that maybe it's not the best representation all the time, but for people who don't know nothing about what's going on, they're part of it.
Yeah.
And it definitely tickles the itch that you missed from this game being gone for so long. So
For sure.
Very, very happy with the product they made, and I'm looking forward to this series growing and continuing to grow in the future.
Yeah. The only reason I left it out of my game of the year is just because of almost some of the criticisms you pointed out. Some of them have been accurate. You got a lot of them. Some of them have been accurate. The thing that threw it off for me, similar to Black Myth Wukong, where it's like it's a great game, but it got one thing. Every time I try to do a Road to Dynasty or Road to the Heisman or whatever,
I've heard that mode is terrible. Road to Glory.
so it's not great. Yeah, Road to Glory. So it's not great. Like, there's no real depth to it. It's kind of fine, but then it'll like my shit is stuck in a glitch where as soon as I'm QB1 or RB1 for 3 games, I have to start back at the back of the depth chart. I have all the same like XP, so I'm just doing fucking position battles every week, and it's like so
That's
every
beyond
season gets like that.
annoying.
You can't win no like type of awards and nothing. And it's like if the second biggest part of the game don't work, it's hard for me to put you as the game of the year. It was a phenomenal game, and I'm super looking forward to how much they're going to be able to grow off of it.
The next one gonna be the one.
I hope so.
I think it might be 2 games from now, but I hear you.
Yeah, I've been having a
Path
little
is
fun
clear.
with Madden too. Not in the game of the year quality, but Madden's been a little decent.
I fuck with man.
I've been waiting to cop it. It looks good though.
Yeah, it plays well.
All right.
You can play
Album-
defense on there, unlike goddamn NCAA. I be feeling helpless on defense on NCAA.
You
sometimes.
can't play no defense on there.
You gotta. For me, like what works for me is blitzing,
Yeah,
and it's just a gamble because like if you don't get home, then like cheeks in the air. But
you're giving the points up anyway, though.
Either way, next category is album of the year. Jamal, you are top of the order in this one.
Oh, bet. Let me go to my notes. It's probably not a surprise of who
Not
it is,
even
but
close.
Big hit.
I got the Tonight Show Part 2 with Jay Worthy and DJ Fresh. That's my shit, man. It was between that. What's the first Future album that we dropped? We Don't Trust You.
Okay, yeah.
It was between that.
We don't trust you. It's 2022, sir. Oh, sorry, my fault. My fault.
Oh, that was
I
just
never
your
liked
fault.
you. No, you're right.
Yeah, the
sir.
album like that on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was between that. We Don't Trust You and what's my shit? Affiliated too. So, but yeah, I got the Tonight Show, man. That album is so fire. That shit got a dope ass Keek the Sneak feature on it, bro. And
Oh my god,
you guys know me, bro. I be slandering Keek the Sneak because he rap like he been smoked like 8,000 cigarettes. But,
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's how he be rapping. and shit.
I feel myself.
He be rapping like Donnie off the Wild Thornberries. But nah, man, that shit is tough, man. West Coast had a big year this year.
ooh, didn't
Jay Worthy is the most consistent artist from the West Coast, giving you 2 to 3 fire projects every year.
I was about to say, I feel like every quarter he got a new album for you.
Bruh, dog, and they always fire, bro. You never let me down, man.
They do show up a lot.
It's nice to have an artist that you like that puts out volume.
Bruh, yeah,
You
and it's
always got
always
something
good.
new to listen to.
Bro, and the projects don't be too long. They be like 10 to like 12, 13 songs. Cause like,
that's
dog, I don't like. Not everybody needs a goddamn 20, 24 song album, bro. Like,
No, they do not.
Do you think you like Jay Worthy more than you would because he looks like your best friend?
you don't look like Butter no more because Butter got long hair now.
I
Well, it's
get
not
it.
like hella long, but
But you had already fallen
got
in
the-
love with them.
Nah, man, that's just.
I think you were getting sentimental listening to him.
that's
I
crazy.
don't love
Nah,
butter.
that's crazy.
No,
shout
Jay
out to
Worthy.
my dog
Oh.
Butter. But
Shout out butter.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's my album of the year, man. Tonight Show
Okay.
Part 2, man. If you haven't listened, go check it out. That shit is fire.
Oh shit. All right, I'm up next. I had to reinstall Tidal because I did most of my year on Tidal to see what was going on and what I added and what I listened to a bunch. Whew, this is gonna be tough.
A lot of albums.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I do not want this to sound like recency bias. It's probably GNX.
Okay.
Probably a lot of people's favorite album of the year, honestly.
Yeah, and because I'm looking at this, like the next thing up would probably been Vultures 1 by Kanye, and
Yeah.
I like that album a lot, but at the same time, like it's not GNX, so it's like
Yeah.
like it is what it is. This is apparently a good year for music, but I have a problem listening to new music. I just don't tend to get around to it. Kendrick is large to the point, pause, where it's hard to not listen to him when something comes out.
Good
So
pause.
I had to look at it.
That's crazy.
couldn't break eye contact, you know. But yeah, it's one of them things, man. Like came out of nowhere. We had the whacked out murals, squabble up. Hey now, you know, just that banger, bastard banger, peekaboo.
Yep.
Turn the TV off.
Peekaboo's had me in a fucking chokehold all week.
But bruh, AZ Chike went absolutely nuts on there.
Yeah, that second verse is so hard.
Both the joints with SZA, bangers.
Both
Man in the Garden, banger. Reincarnated,
Man in the Garden is fire. Reincarnated, I want to listen to every time. That's the only song that I regularly skip. Everything else is fire.
I don't know if I said this on here before, but like the one off of Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers, where he's arguing with the chick. That song is hard as hell. If you actually sit there and listen to it, like it's tough.
I think I listened to that song twice.
It's better than like for the shock value we hit you with the first time. I'm like, oh, they're in their bag on here.
Yeah, I don't know what type of mood you got to be in. I don't ever be in the mood to want to hear that shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right. Okay. Yeah. GNX. GNX is. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where it's like the other albums I liked this year were really good. I don't know if I like them as much as I like GNX.
He did it.
I think I have to say GNX.
That's fine.
Like, yeah.
Come on over.
My runner up would have been I'll Always Come Find You by Blast. That was a fire album. Blast always.
That was fire. That was fire.
That was a good album. Cowboy Carter was up there for me. Listened to that a whole lot. That was number 1 on my Spotify rap. But I'll also be in the car with my wife, so that played it to a little bit. But that album is fucking gas. But
y'all in the car a lot apparently based on that chart you showed us.
We homies. We like to be together. We like to spend time.
Oh, what you saying?
Your wife likes Benny the Butcher, nigga. I don't know.
She like Jeezy and Kevin Gates, actually.
She does seem like the type that would like Kevin Gates. She
asked me, is Nation Business gang related the other day? Like, you know. But then I had to think, I don't know what that means actually. So
I haven't listened to Kevin Gates music in so long.
Oh man. The Nation of Islam business?
That's what I said. It might be that because I know he's Muslim because he'll give a whole entire Muslim prayer like DMX for the start of a song and then start telling you about drugs. But
oh my god,
Kevin Gates is the funniest person on earth, bro.
All right, I'm distracted from the conversation.
That second verse on Peekaboo where he said, "Broke bitch business, I cannot be your man."
Peekaboo
never had his ass whooped until he opened up that can. Damn,
Peekaboo.
Alley some bands, I'm a slam.
Peekaboo.
I like my Mac touching yams. Play the option around me. I'm gonna turn the music. That nigga was fucking snapping on that. Oh my god.
Hey, man,
I wish Draco was the last week a feature on like either Peekaboo or Hey Now because he would have fit on both them songs perfectly.
Hey Now would have been so crazy.
Hey, that project, the Posthumous album they just dropped by him,
is good.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
All right, I've been tapped out of his music for a little bit.
Yeah, that's worth checking out.
Song of the year, I got the honor of going first this time. Again, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. I got Euphoria here because.
Oh, okay.
I see. Damn, what was that?
Yeah, I certainly did.
I think this is the better performance of everything that he dropped, of everything that came from this back and forth. It's the energy is incredible. What is it? The braids? Like, come on, bro. Like,
what is the braids?
He opened the pop out with it for good reason because like it brings the floor up. Not Like Us is the celebration track, obviously.
Yeah.
After you've kicked the back end as far as you can kick it, but like it's
he whooped it. Somebody said that ever since Euphoria came out, you ain't seen Sexy Red anywhere near Drake.
No,
he said I see.
Like I don't really see her.
Red, I believe I see.
Not Like Us is when like after Dawson beats you on Street Fighter and he doing this over his head. But Euphoria is the actual 2 rounds of him kicking your ass for 2 perfects in a row. So yeah, Euphoria was incredible.
It's a good album or a good song. It's a great song.
Yeah, that's me. Jamal, you up next?
Oh, okay. Hey, I got Like That for my favorite song of the year, bro. That was my shit, man.
Banger.
I love that song, man. Like,
wow. Banger.
Future did his thing on that, man, and then the Kendrick shit to get everything going, to start that whole little exchange with him and Drake off. But
do you agree that we need the rest of that Future verse though? Because he was going somewhere.
The one where he was walking out.
I would like to.
Yeah.
He's got it somewhere.
Make it rain for 3 hours. He was gassing.
No, yeah, he was snapping on that. Yeah. No, that's my favorite song of the year.
Well, Kendrick's gonna get a clean fucking sweep of the music this year. Then
Well deserved.
because Not Like Us. I think it said I played Not Like Us 86 times, and that's not including the 23 times I watched the music video. I played the fuck out that song. That shit gets me hyped up no matter what hour, no matter what the weather is. If I'm in the car, if I'm in the shower, if I'm at the gym, if I'm at work, I'm hyped.
That's gonna be one of them forever songs that, like, I think, like, you might be 20 years from now, you and Amiri and Cabo just celebrating whatever. It come on in the club, the whole club starts singing it. It's gonna be one of them type of joints.
I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm going crazy. I'm certainly blowing an Achilles out, walking on a beach somewhere one day in my life.
It might happen.
Yeah,
I
hope so. Honestly, it'd be a good life to live.
Yep. Male athlete.
Yeah, Jamal, start ranking niggas.
I told you last year, you can't put Johnny Sins here.
He is a performer, but not this guy.
Man, nah, Tyrell I remember when I was talking to Tyrell about this earlier because we was talking about the people we was nominating. He said he was going some strong consideration for Rico Strong since they met, bro.
Damn,
he was free as hell.
That level of performance in Tim's has got to be recognized.
I was like, bro, you can't have Rico Strong as your male athlete of the year. I don't care if you got his
I did put on an elite physical performance.
I don't care if you got his autograph.
Like, I'm sorry, brother. I can't let you do that, brother. I can't. Nah, my male athlete of the year, man. I was just shitting on him and saying he's a lame, and I don't want him on my team, but I got to give it to Travis Hunter, bro. Like, bro, we've never seen like he's the second defensive player to win the Heisman, but like he played more offense. Like he was a full-time offensive player, unlike Charles Wilson. So like he's literally done something we've never seen before. He's lame, but hey, man, that's my male athlete of the year.
Ball.
Bro. Yeah, hey, man, the boy knows ball.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my athlete of the year. Shout out to Travis Hunter.
Once in a lifetime talent.
Yeah.
Like I'm next up on this. I will also nominate a once in a lifetime talent, Shohei Ohtani, for I think he batted like 50 balls, maybe 60. I don't remember what the number was, but also led the NL in stolen bases, or led the league in stolen bases, while just taking an off year from being a pitcher and collecting $700 million. Like, you did the damn thing and won the World Series. So
come on, man.
About as elite as it gets.
Shout out to Sony.
Shout out to Ipe for taking the fall. Everybody needs one.
Hey, we definitely thought we were about to lose Shohei for a couple minutes there.
I've seen him at Laker games explaining way too much to his wife.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's no reason for you to be doing this. Talking to your wife about the game. Damn, I feel like I don't really have a male athlete. There wasn't nobody that like super popped off like that at the Olympics that I can think about.
You want Shohei? Because I could pick a different one.
I don't really want Shohei.
I thought you said you want to do Rico Strong.
I don't want you to keep talking to me. It's hard to say like Anthony Edwards, who I feel like had a really good year, but he didn't like win nothing for real. Like he was just kind of there at the Olympics. He was just kind of there.
He won a gold medal.
He did. He was just kind of there though.
No, he was a big part of that. I mean, Braun was obviously the biggest part, but number 2 is probably Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and then he's been kind of cheeks this season. He ain't been cheeks, but the team's been kind of cheeks.
Team ain't been hitting.
I feel like Anthony Edwards is going to be my pick. He got a cool shoe. He was
the coolest on the Netflix show.
He was the coolest on the Netflix show. He was on the Netflix show having his 4th kid with the 5th woman, and he looked like a better dad than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum just looked kind of weird.
Hold on. You missed the part. He was ignoring his family at the Thanksgiving in the room playing Fortnite.
He locked in, nerd.
Can't get off the game.
Nope. He's one of us. All right, I'm putting Anthony Edwards. Fuck it.
Hey man, salute, man.
I don't feel super passionately about it. I didn't feel super passionate about no niggas this year either.
I still gotta get a pair of his shoes, bro. Them shit's only like 110. They got some dope colorways coming out early next
I'm gonna
year.
say my first honorable mention right here. You don't got to write it down though, but Alex Pereira in the UFC, I think he defended the light heavyweight belt 4 times this year.
Oh, nice.
Pretty unheard of. And walked through every single person who he stepped in there against. Like, one of the greatest of all time is not the greatest. I mean, obviously the greatest is the man who was doing the Trump dance in front of Trump. We don't like that, but it is what it is. It's part of the package.
He's a coon, but he's the goddamn Terminator.
You ain't gonna tell him he's a coon to get away.
You gotta shoot him.
I don't know if that'll work.
But
I feel like if we were doing this at the beginning of the next year and the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and Saquon breaks the record, I might say Saquon, because going to a different team after they talk shit about your old team, talk shit about you on HBO, or made you look like you was kind of having to beg for money on HBO, then you go out and just break the record the next year. It's kind of fire. Kind of like it. Kind of like
he could honestly not play another game this season, and he still might be the best running back this year. So he's at that point.
I think they should sit him, honestly.
Yeah.
Hey. I really wish you would shut the fuck up.
I like what you're saying, Jamal.
They got to get him fresh for the playoff run.
Make sure Nick Sirianni picks this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him a text.
Nah, he had a bad week last week. You know what that means. You got to get. They got to get him his They got to get him his 300 yards and 3 touchdowns to keep him on pace.
It'd be a shame if those monkeys, him and Lamar Jackson, had bad weeks.
All right, we
Lamar
got
Jackson
female
has
athlete.
bad weeks, and so is Derrick Henry. So
Tyrell, known fan of female athletes, leading off the category.
I feel like
Didn't you start a petition for the WNBA to get disbanded?
after I saw what did they name that team in Toronto? The Toronto Hustle or something like that? Toronto Matrix.
That team will not be around in 5 years because the women are going to say we're getting taxed too much and we cannot afford.
Hey,
I would be salty if I went on that team. You know how much money they're about to be losing out?
that is a point that I have not considered, but they're about to fuck their money up.
Yeah, bro.
If having to play international games when you only make $78,000 a year sounds terrible.
Bro, because I heard Kyle Lowry on or DeMar DeRozan was talking about like the taxes and stuff and how much money you lose from being out there and playing in Toronto and how expensive it is. So bro, I know them WNBA women are about to be like,
no, y'all got it mixed up. They're going to get SNAP benefits out there. You forget WNBA wages. They about to be on income control. They getting free cheese.
That is crazy.
Free poutine.
Dog, you are an idiot.
God damn these dogs.
All right, so Tyra, you finna go first with your female athlete of the year?
Yeah, allegedly. I'm going to say, about to shock you niggas with this one. I'm about to say Coco Gauff.
Okay, salute.
She got to be on the front of the Olympics poster. She was on the front of the boat. She was winning medals. I think they said she was out-earned every female athlete in the world this year. How did both of you niggas leave me? That was crazy.
Don't do that. Keep talking.
That's insane. No,
I'm dealing with something.
No, I want to shame both of you. That was disrespectful.
During female athlete, just use that as your.
Yeah, during female athlete, screens are empty.
Oh no, nah, hey man, I heard you talking about Coco Gauff, man. Shout out to the Black Queen.
We got up for the black women.
Coco Gauff.
No, I was listening.
My female athlete. Yeah, that's insane.
I have my ears on.
Though.
Anyway,
salute Coco Gauff. You next, Blake, or me?
You're
are
next. Go
all
ahead,
right, bet.
Caitlin Clark.
Damn, yeah, I'm finna go Caitlin Clark, bro. She kind of like revitalized the hype with the WNBA.
Changed the bag over there.
She's the main draw, bro. Like, yeah, she's the main draw. She's like the topic of every conversation over there. She got players saying, was it Time Magazine or somebody just said she was
Time
the
athlete
female
of the year.
Yeah, and then one of the owners of a team or a GM of a team said it should have been like the whole league or some goofy shit like that. Did you guys see that?
No, whole league what?
The whole league should have got like the athlete, or they should have put the WNBA on the cover for the.
Oh, and bugging. You know damn well you switch from that Boys and Girls Club gym to playing in the NBA stadium when she comes to town. Don't please stop pretending.
Yeah, bro,
it was the owner of the Washington Mystics.
Yeah, bro, they started flying private as soon as she got there. But yeah, nah, man. And then like she started off a little slow, maybe like 10, 12 games, and then she found her rhythm, found her game. All-star, she made first team all WNBA. I'm probably gonna put in a future bet for her to win MVP next year. I gotta look at the odds, but I think that'd be a good smart bet.
I hate it.
Yeah, man, no, it's gotta be her, bro. Like
you know what my favorite thing about her is
killing. What
is that they be beating her ass and she'd be like, it's just basketball.
Yeah, bro, she be hooping, bro. Like I'm a fan. She wears a good number. She be hooping, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then and then when you hear her like talk in the acts, she knows like she comes from like a place of privilege and like how she's kind of getting propped up and like people are using her name for like racist agendas and stuff. But she gives the credit. She knows like like the heart and soul, like the league has been built on the on the backs of like black women, and they've been some of the best players, and we need to find a way to elevate them so we can elevate the sport way more up. And I know I'm gonna get a little propped up more because I'm white, but yeah, and like so she knows what's going on, and yeah, bro, she cold, bro. Yeah, so man, shout out to Caitlin Clark, man. Yeah. It's my female athlete of the year.
Cool. In all honesty, she may be the most important athlete of this past year. Like Time probably got that right. I don't think anybody raised the floor more than her in any sport on the board. Period. I'm not gonna pick her, but she's well deserving of this award. I've got Nelly Korda. She won 5 straight wins on the LPGA Tour, 7 wins total. Got her second major title this year. Was the LPGA Tour Player of the Year. By far the best woman in the world. I don't think she won the gold at the Olympics, but either way, yeah, she's straight
nice.
balling.
Yeah, she's fucking nice.
Yeah. So
I think I put some money on her this year. I think I put a little 20 ball on her to win one of the tournaments, and it ended up being that one where she had a hole where she was plus 10.
Yeah,
on the hole and didn't make the cut. Made one more bet the rest of the year. I'm not betting on women's golf anymore. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, she's as dominant as it gets. If you're not the dude who got caught in the diner parking lot, we don't got to get into him.
Who?
Tiger.
Oh,
yeah.
He got caught in a lot of places.
All
right. A sports performance of the year, Mr. Shakur.
Jamal the racism took his hair.
The cooning took his hair.
My fault.
Yeah, being a coon took his hair. Yeah, fuck Tiger Woods, bro. We going athlete of the year or sports performance of the year?
Yeah. I think last year we were talking. Some people said single game, single season, or tournament performance, because I think last year I had Caitlin Clark in the women's tournament. So just providing context.
All right. For me, I did a single game, and this was the Army versus Tulane. I got to give it to my dog Bryson Daly. He was 2 of 2 for 17 yards passing. He's the quarterback, but he had 25 attempts and 136 yards and 4 touchdowns in a bowl game that I was very drunk at the casino watching, that I put a good amount of money on.
Hold on. Say that stat line again. He
was 2 of 2 passing for 17 yards, but he had 25 carries for 136 yards and 4 touchdowns.
He had an Ashton Genty rushing game as a quarterback.
He was second in the nation in rushing touchdowns behind Ashton Genty.
That's funny.
He got my sports performance of the year against Tulane.
How much money?
I hope he can come back. I put like 100 something on it, and they were like plus money too against Tulane. So it was a good day. Yeah, me and Pat was drunk as hell up there. I hope he doesn't have to go to war. I hope he can come back for another year of the season, because the Army is good. They did let me down last week though, because the Navy did put their foot in their ass. But troops on troop violence.
Yeah, I saw somebody from Army hit the transfer portal. Somebody's like, it's a fucking service academy. You can't leave.
I think it was the running back.
Yeah, the running back.
All they do is run. Dude, that same game, their running back had 30 carries for like almost 200 yards. They just run
the fact that they even run that many plays, like that's 55 plays at least right there.
Yeah, dog. I think on the season, last time I looked, he had 78 pass attempts.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me that the service academies are like, we like one guy and one guy only.
Bro, yeah, they had a good running back and that good quarterback that just only runs the ball.
Y'all know why that is?
I've heard somebody say, because wasn't that you that told us, like, they just said, like, nigga, we don't have the athletes for receivers. Why would you want to come here and play receiver?
No. So people at Service Academy, like they get small buffers, but they're still tied to the services, like height and weight requirements. So because of that, like you weren't going to have linemen the size that you need to have in order to do whatever you got to do at the D1 level. So you just hit them with some like weird shit and focus on having good defense and ball control.
Yeah,
hopefully win games that way.
Bro, they had a 17 play, 13 minute and 46 minute drive one game.
Yeah,
how pissed I would be if I was playing defense.
My good friend here, like my dad friend here, shout out to homie Justin. I'll say his name, whatever. He's a graduate of West Point, and he was talking about like times when like the school would, like the football players would come back to campus after going to play like a Power 5 school or Power 4 school or whatever, and the players on the team would just all be like they got like jumped, like they look just hella beat up.
Yep, that's right. You go play fucking Nebraska.
Yeah.
bro. And then that quarterback, he's only like 6 foot, like 210 or something like that.
He'd be throwing his head in there.
The service academies playing those schools makes so much more sense in like 1920 than it does in 2024.
Yeah.
They were pretty good this year, though. Army and Navy, man.
Sure.
Army finished ranked, I believe.
Yeah, they finished at 22 or 25, I think.
Yep. All right. I think I'm up next on this one.
Yep.
All right. I've got Haynes King, the quarterback for Georgia Tech, in his performance against UGA, the 8 overtime thriller. He was 26-36 for 303 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, then also 24 carries for 110 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Like every single time they needed it, it was basically him going to get it with his body, no matter what.
Every single time.
And this was in Athens too. They took Georgia Tech to the wire. About as good a performance you can ask for without it being a win. I think he already said he's coming back for the next season. Georgia Tech had a good year, 7-5. Probably hoping for more next year. So
shout out to him. Yeah, he was cooking. I hadn't really ever seen him play. I just knew he was nice on NCAA, and that boy
I neither. I'm a big fan now.
Yeah,
NCAA had me fooled on a couple of niggas this year, bro. Because Donovan Edwards from Michigan is not as cool as he was on the game. And Ollie Gordon was like Jesus Christ on that game when it first came out. He didn't. I
didn't hear Ollie Gordon's name outside of that DUI he got.
Bro, they were getting smoked this year. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they got balled up. I watched Oklahoma State play Colorado, and Ollie Gordon was not a factor.
Yeah, like if you're down by 40 points, you can't run the ball anyway, so it doesn't matter. They fucking suck.
I'm not pulling up no stat lines. Mine is Freddie Freeman in the World Series. That brother was out there cooking.
Every first at bat, bing.
I don't ever really watch baseball at all on TV. I'll go to a couple of games. I'll watch the World Series, and boy, Freddie Freeman was out there getting to work.
That bat was lit.
It just doesn't compute in my brain what the World Series and the playoff does to baseball. Like every game is good. Every player is good when you get to the World Series. I'll watch you niggas during the year. Y'all don't be good like that. Y'all be okay, but y'all not hitting these kind of home runs, and just watching him go to work was so impressive.
Also, slight detour here because we're talking about baseball. I don't know if y'all saw, but today Sammy Sosa came out and he did that shit. I'm not talking about skin bleaching. He admitted it to steroid use today.
Oh,
you don't say.
He said he never did anything illegal, but he did do what it took to get back from injuries faster. But back then, PEDs weren't illegal, so he didn't break a rule, but it's just one of them things that like, taints players from his era. But he did this because the owner of the Cubs has basically said like Sammy owes us an apology or whatever, so he can kind of get back brought within the team and everything like that. So I think Sammy just kind of like he knows he's not making the Hall of Fame. Like, let me just make things right with the team I became a legend with, and great, and come be a Cubs legend basically because I can't be an MLB legend. They're not going to let me do that.
I understand why he would apologize if that's what they're looking for. What the fuck he got to apologize for? He was just nice for like a decade. Yeah, he did some dope. Those wins still counted. Those games still happen.
It is still a very strange thing in baseball where the teams are willing to benefit off the success of players who did this stuff, but then they also want to distance themselves from said players. Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire kind of have evaded a little bit of this just because they've been able to get back in MLB by being hitting coaches and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I still think they're not outwardly and publicly celebrated and ingratiated in the way that King Griffey Jr. is, which maybe they should never be. But at the same time, it's like King Griffey Jr. is the outlier to an era. And I think you shouldn't ignore the entire era just because the era was doing something that we now frown upon. When back then, it's what made us watch. So it's like, what are we doing?
And it's why a lot of people that era getting a lot of people into baseball is why a lot of people don't watch it now the same way because
the ball ain't flying the same.
Yeah, the ball ain't flying the same. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense to publicly distance yourself a little bit, but everybody was doing it. We still got to watch it. We still got to have fun. You guys benefited from all the money you made. At the end of the day, they didn't hurt nobody. It's not like they was out there robbing niggas and like doing crazy shit to get the steroids. They just did some shit that helped them get stronger. And it was already great players that got great. It wasn't no bums that, came out of nowhere being good like that.
I think it's very low effort to just to act like this player didn't exist. There's probably a better way to go about that just requires you acting a little educated about the situation. Like that's all it takes. And I guess the Cubs ownership is notoriously not done that.
Got it. Yeah, I guess. Because for someone who doesn't like care about baseball like that, Sammy Sosa might be all you know about the Cubs.
It might be the first thing you think of when you think of them, for sure.
Certainly,
For me, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right.
Don't like it.
My movie of the year. Move on to that category. I'm first up on this one. I've got Dune 2. It honestly took me a long time to watch this movie. Like, I'm not saying like I delayed watching it, but just in sessions when it's on HBO Max, it probably took me like 4 different periods of watching it to finish it. And I watched Dune 1 not long before this. So the payoff of that story was incredible to me. You had a guy basically from some remote colony or whatever buy into the religion and culture and beliefs of this tribal people, that he was their chosen one, even if he didn't want to be that, because he knew like the greater good was the benefit here and all that stuff. And the final fight and everything of him fighting some dude who had trained his whole entire life to be in that position, like it was incredible. And shout out to Timothy Chalamet, because he knows ball, and I didn't know he knows ball. He was on College Game Day. Like he definitely knows ball. That's a phenomenal film right there. That's a masterpiece. They did a good thing right there.
I didn't watch very many movies this year. Jamal, you go first. I don't got one. I
didn't watch a bunch of movies this year, honestly, like that. So I was just gonna say every movie except Joker 2, because that's
shout out to everybody except Joker 2.
Yeah, shout out to every movie except Joker 2. But now, honestly, the movie I enjoyed the most this year, probably even like very limited, but the Wolverine and Deadpool movie, like that shit was fun. I saw it twice, bro. I enjoyed it.
Phenomenal.
It's the only MCU movie we got this year.
Was it really?
Yeah, the only MCU one, because Kraven don't count.
Did you go see Venom 3 in theaters?
Nah, that's not an MCU either, though.
I know. I'm naming comic movies because you would go see those.
I didn't see Venom 3.
Okay.
Hey, you just like Kraven was fake decent, Blake.
On to the next.
I don't know if I watched the movie this year.
Yes, you did.
We seen Challengers in theaters.
Train the movie.
That's one of the best movies this year for sure.
I think that might be the only movie I've seen this year. Like looking through this list,
this is definitely the year I watched the least.
I think any other movie I watched this year came out in 2023.
Okay, you saw Bad Boys? You see Bad Boys?
No.
Was Bad Boys this year?
Bad Boys was this year. Bad Boys is good.
I have not watched any movies this year.
Damn.
Good.
Been busy fucking.
Damn, yeah, Bad Boys was this year. Yeah.
You know the secret now. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Don't comment. You don't got to comment. It's just I just know that I know that you know.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't watch any movies this year. I'm beside myself. I guess I'm gonna say Challengers because that's the only movie I watched. It was a good movie though.
Look at Zendaya on the list twice.
Train the movie. Jamal, what movie did you say?
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Wolverine, Deadpool, yeah,
and everything except Joker too.
the homie that is the only person that we know that likes that damn movie said,
"Yo,
we cannot. You
can't say that." But that was the craziest line I've. If you see that without context, that's the craziest shit you could probably ever read. If you want to know what this person said, DM one of us directly, and we will tell you. But
somebody was disappointed they didn't get you an essay.
Yeah, they didn't get to see a thing.
Oh no!
Man. Okay.
That's a crazy text.
I have watched TV this year, though. I watched a lot of TV this year.
I've heard Ultimatum, the new one, is good.
Brother.
I heard they're cooking.
I was gonna ask you if you've watched it.
I haven't. I need to.
A banger of a season in a way that's like there's so many moments where I feel like I'm going crazy watching these people. It's a banger though. It's an absolute banger. There's been a lot of good TV this year. It's been a lot of good black TV this year, which is what I like to see. I'm gonna say Abbott Elementary is my TV show of the year.
Hey,
There's
can't go wrong with that.
There's some good runner-ups. So the Vince Staples show is going to be in my honorable mentions.
I forgot that happened.
That was very beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then, did either of you guys ever end up watching that Supercell show on Netflix?
Nah, man.
Oh, nah. You talking about Man Them with Powers?
Dog, it was Top Boy with Powers. You guys got to watch that shit. It's
I need to. I've been slipping on
funny.
Netflix.
Basically, if you're black and your parents had sickle cell, you got superpowers.
Okay,
you got to save the world.
All right, Child Prodigy.
That should end up being fire.
R.I.P. Prodigy. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Abbott Elementary is my one.
Okay, not mad at it.
This season of Survivor has been fire too.
Me next, Blake.
Yes, sir.
Bet I got the Penguin, bro. That Penguin was that shit, bro. That shit's about to clean up at
cooked.
Yeah, that shit was way better than I was expecting. That had me liking, bro. That everybody's done seen it, but bro, I was fucking with because I don't usually like the Penguin, man. I think he's lame. He's a good villain though, but I was kind of fucking with him, man. Like,
villain.
He's solid, man. He dope. And in that last episode, man, what he did, I was like, oh, I need Batman to whoop his ass.
I'm glad they didn't try to make him a good guy. Like they let him just be evil. He's just an asshole.
I need Batman to put him in like a full body cast. I need him paralyzed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Robert Pattinson, get on him now.
Dog, I was like, nah, bro, you're not gonna do this. Soon as he said, I don't think I could take you with me, I was like, nah, he's not gonna do this. And then
he murdered somebody with a speech impediment. Spoilers.
Like, bro, you should have just got on that bus with your girl, man.
Ugly.
But yeah, Penguin's my favorite TV show shit of the year. Honorable mention, Abbott Elementary.
Fallout.
That Happy Friends show on Max. That shit is ridiculous. But yeah, two honorable.
Shout out Fallout. Shout out The Boys.
Oh yeah, The Boys too. Yeah.
Hey, did that show that Bookie show on HBO? Did that come out this year?
It's coming back.
No, it's back now. It's the first 2 episodes are out.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stupid ass show. That show is so ridiculous.
That show fills that hole that Ballers left.
Hey yo,
just a big gaping hole that Ballers left inside of it.
We're in those hours.
In the 2 hours.
Jeez Louise. All right. Yeah. I've got Power Ghost for ending it on a high note. I think they did justice to all these characters they built up over these past like 4 or 5 years or whatever. The Tariq spinoff was shaky at first. People were like, how the hell is he going to manage to have his own power show? He definitely did it. And then I think they don't ever have to revisit him, but they clearly made it clear that he's trying to surpass his daddy. That's the goal. And he has the plan in place.
Yep.
Because it's Tariq and his power. The plan's probably going to fail at some point. We don't gotta see it because we've seen it happen 8 times now. But it's
he always got a plan. Him and his daddy always got a plan.
It seems, he seems like he's going to get to where his dad was when we first met his dad. At least
I don't think he wants to do none of the like own a club shit. He don't want to have no kind of fun.
That's what I'm saying. When we first met his dad, where he had been a dealer for 20 years in the background, the biggest player in the game, had the system to clean the money. Nobody knew who he was. The feds were onto the operation, but they had no idea that he even existed, type of deal. I think Tariq can definitely get there based on how we ended stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But they did it right this last season, man. Shout out 50, shout out Courtney Kemp, shout out people at Stars, man.
Hey, shout out to Mary J. Blige, man.
Blaze of Glory.
Hey,
spoilers.
She's a great TV mom. She's a terrible TV mom. She's like the dad from Smart Guy and like Frank from Shameless, like 2 ends of the spectrum all at once.
I don't know anybody that could have played Monet better than her. Like, I can't imagine someone doing that performance better than she did.
That role was made for her. What, Jamal? What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mary J. Blige.
Are you okay?
We are.
Knock the dust off it.
Help! I don't think there's any dust around it.
Yeah, you gotta fight 5-0 for it.
Come on, don't tell me that.
Fuck. Stop.
Look it up.
They might be the same age. So she's fucking with 5-0.
She's only 3 years older than 5-0 somehow.
Oh no! All right. Oh yeah, I got Power Book Ghost, man.
Yeah.
Wrapped
I
it
like
up
how
well.
they ended it. And Tariq is certainly coming back soon. Whether it be Tommy or something, he's coming back.
I think he's going to be like, because I think he's Michael Rainey is probably in a better place with the folks over at Stars than Omari Hardwick was, because based on everything we've heard after Omari Hardwick left, it just sounds like he was getting a raw deal. He didn't negotiate correctly. You know, I think Michael Rainey, since he came up as a kid through it, then it was an adult in it. They probably have a better back and forth. And I think if they ever need to break the case and bring him back, they can do it. Where they can't probably do that with Omari Hardwick.
I would love if they did.
Yeah. I don't know what it'll look like, but it'd be interesting. So the next up is the Eat a Dick Award. This is where we let somebody be known that they were not welcome in our 2024.
Oh man. Can I go first?
Yeah, you are first.
My first EAD award is for Elon Musk.
Big
Musk. Definition of money can't unlame a lame. I kind of looked into him. He's not as smart as he comes off to be. He just, I think his family got their minds from mining emeralds in Africa.
Yeah.
So there's some nasty shit going on in there. They abusing the Wakandans.
Shout out Digimon Hunsu.
Yeah. Shout out to Digimon Hunsu. Yeah. My second EAD award is going out to, I got multiple. Shad Khan, owner of the Jaguars.
Oh, you got multiple.
You are the worst owner in the NFL, maybe in all professional sports.
Are you sure about that?
He's bottom 3, and he's not.
And he's not 3,
2 or 3. So yes, he's number 1.
Okay.
He knows how bad that. I think since he's taken over, we've lost 69 or 70% of our games. That is crazy. We've had 2 number 1 picks in consecutive years. We got a lane.
And you're on your pace for a 3rd one right now,
bro. He hired Urban Meyer. He knows Doug Peterson should have been fired. He won't fire him. And they're talking about coaching change. Doug Peterson is going to be fired, but they're making it seem like Trent Baalke is going to be there, who has a terrible reputation around the league, where he wears out his welcomes and he kind of throws his
Wait, is he still employed by y'all?
Trent Baalke is still the GM, and it doesn't seem like he's going to leave. Yes. There's so much stuff I could say about him, but yeah, it's a lot of slurs.
The thought of drafting Trevor with a number 1 overall pick and having 2 or 3 more top 5 picks immediately afterwards.
We had 2 picks. We had the number 1 pick 2 years in a row. That's disgusting.
What's his name doing straight this year, though?
Who?
Mac Jones?
No, Mr. Better Than Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, Trayvon Walker. He does have both legs.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, I think he's close to 10 sacks on the year. This is like a year where nobody's close to 20. I think Trey Hendrickson's in the league with 12.5.
You put some gloves on. He had 15 right now.
17. Damn.
Oh,
no, you're
I know the dude
right.
from the Broncos is up there.
Who?
Bojito, the Italian last name dude.
Trey Hendricks. Oh, damn. Trey Hendrickson has 12.5. Danielle Hunter has 12. TJ Watt and Nick Bonito have 11.5. Miles.
Yeah,
has
see,
11.
I feel like around because there's only 2 games left, right? Yeah, yep. I thought somebody would be high teens.
Nah, 3.
Is there 3 games left?
Yeah, because this is this week and then the next 2.
I'll just say, as someone who has TJ Watt in a dynasty, he might not be getting sacks, but that dude puts up numbers.
He's a problem.
He has 11.5 sacks. He has 18 TFLs. He has 6 forced fumbles.
Yeah,
and 2 fumble recoveries. Holy shit!
Wreaking havoc.
Yeah, but those are only 2 I can think of right now. So yeah, those are my 2 EADs.
Okay. I respect it. Elon Musk is a strong one, Jamal. I will say that. You didn't hate on Elon Musk enough. What he did to Twitter,
he has ruined Twitter.
Unfortunately, this doesn't carry the weight that it used to, but it will be studied. Now time moves so fast that there'll be a Netflix documentary about it halfway through next year. But yeah, Elon Musk is a big one.
He's such a bitch.
Y'all saw what he did today, right?
With what?
Block the bill or influence blocking the bill or something like that?
I'm not trying to sidetrack us because we're 2 hours and 9 minutes in and we still got more awards to cover. But either way, today a budget bill got proposed in the House, and it's been like, I don't know, like probably 9-10 years since the Congress has passed the budget. We just keep on doing continuing resolutions. They had something propped up today that was going to prevent a government shutdown, and Trump and Musk shut it down. They're not even in office yet.
Why is Musk even having the influence to shut it down? Which is crazy to me.
One of the takes that I saw was like, this is like the one time Musk can use his influence to do this. Like he probably is not going to be as powerful enough to do this once he's actually sworn in, just because he doesn't carry the ear of Donald Trump anymore at that point. He has an actual job at that point. So
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't really get what the win was for this though, because it's very strange. So yeah, just look forward to that. Government shutdown may be coming.
Don't like him. I think I'm going to say Diddy. I want to say Drake, honestly.
Damn.
I think I'm going to say Drake.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Drake's getting the Eat a Dick award. Drake got fucking humiliated this year. Like, one of the lines Kendrick had was, "You niggas will get a wedgie, get flipped over your boxers." Drake got a wedgie this year. I don't want to hear anything Drake has to say for the foreseeable future. I'm putting Drake.
He's got that cornball juice on him, bro.
I want to throw this out there because I thought when I was compiling the temple today, Tyrell, one of his honorable songs of the year last year was Jumbotron Shit Poppin'.
I hate to see it. Look what they did to my boy.
A lot of things can change in 365.
Look what they did to my boy.
You're not wrong.
That's a great song. I can't tell you the last time I listened to it.
I know you won't now. You got to keep appearances.
February,
and then like him, and then like him being like aligned with like Aiden Ross and the Academics and like with the Hell's Angel shit, whatever, the racist biker gang and
what?
Excuse
me.
So I guess there was like a leader of one of the chapters of like the Hell's Angels. It's like they're known for being like a biker gang that they don't allow blacks in like their club. So obviously niggas is racist. But he's like tapped in with them. Even like I think like Toronto, like government officials said something. They were kind of disappointed in his decision to kind of like align.
Is this a prank?
No, this is like some real shit. Like look up.
Tell me,
like,
Pressa
like,
is with the Hell's Angels.
Yeah,
Baca is a Hell's Angel.
Fuck, man, yeah, Baca's terrible. But yeah, nah, then it's just like just the Aiden Ross and the academic shit, and then like kind of like the suing for defamation because of the song is saying it caused you economic harm. It's just like, yeah, you got somebody just poured a big pitcher of cornball juice on you, and yeah, it's nasty. You can't shake it off you. He got the cornball tag on him. But yeah, it's a well-deserved award. Hell of an artist though, still the biggest artist of his generation, hip hop artist.
I can't believe that I'm just now learning that Drake has connections to the Hells Angels. I'm looking it up. There's at least several Reddit threads and YouTube videos about his connections to the Hells Angels. Toronto police chief shames Drake in 2018 for his Hells Angels hoodie.
Yeah, bro, I wasn't making this up, man.
I know. I just don't know how I didn't know this.
Damn,
bro, like this, yeah. Like I'm surprised you didn't see it on Twitter, bro.
Nah, yeah, I hadn't seen that. All right.
Yeah.
My second Eat a Dick of the Year award is Blake. Nah, I'm joking. Go ahead, Blake.
That's crazy. Okay, I gotta pick one. Damn, where are we gonna go with this? There's a lot of deserving individuals election year. A lot of people made their cards known.
Who's that you hate? I know there's somebody.
Look, the man is down already. I'm not. Joel
Embiid?
No. All right, I'm not personally affected by this one, but Deshaun Watson. This should have been the time that you snapped back and got your career on track. You got all that money. It was guaranteed. It was time to ball. You came out there and stunk it up like no other, brother. You made Jameis Winston look like an all-pro. Shout out, Jameis. Turned his life to God. Love that for you. No more fuck riding the pussy. You turned it 180 completely. I love that for you. But either way, we know that you're not probably QB1 of many NFL teams. No shade at all.
Nigga, no. He's
But
awful.
you looked like it for sure compared to Deshaun Watson. And it doesn't make any sense because this at one point was one of the best quarterbacks in the league to the point where the Browns paid him like the best quarterback in the league. All the allegations, you stand by the fact that they're not real. That's cool. Whatever. Believe what you want to believe. Portray what you want to portray. But you should have performed. Jerry Jeudy didn't just get good when Jameis Winston started playing football. He'd been good. You just can't get him the ball. And Njoku didn't just start getting good. He been good. You couldn't get him the ball. Like maybe Nick Chubb coming back is what the difference maker was. I don't really know. It doesn't seem like it, but you stink, Bubba. Like you were terrible. And it doesn't really make much sense when you had nothing but time to focus on getting good at football. That should have been your escape from the hell that you were in publicly. And yet you still stink. Like,
you know why? Because he did that shit. He got a guilty conscience, and he can't play good until he admits that he did that.
Then just admit to it, because they can't come after you criminally at this point. You beat them all.
Yeah.
We'll never
Say I was in a bad place.
Yeah.
I got touched as a child, so I didn't know how to deal with the fact that people were touching me, and I feel like I need to do it with other people. Just cop out and blame it on somebody else.
Yeah.
Like the weak bitch that you are. But no, you're just going to go out there and play bad football and steal from the people in Cleveland. It's all good.
Rob them of all kind of joy.
And shout out to the Haslams, too. Y'all should be on here with him. Y'all stink, too. Can't believe you gave him all that damn money when he had the stink all over him.
Musty.
Ooh, can I give out another honorary one? This isn't like a full eat a dick award.
Give him out. Throw him out.
Oh, here we go. The NBA All-Stars, except LeBron, we're getting that shitty, stupid ass format for the All-Star game this year, where there's like 8-man teams, and they're only trying out this new stuff because the effort is so piss poor and lackluster in the All-Star game.
Jamal, you got to aim wrong.
The All-Star game was over by the second half because I remember I was watching it downtown drunk as hell. I remember Damian Lillard and Tyrese Halliburton hit like 25 threes between both of them in like the first half, and they were up by like 30. So, and then like they asked Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, I'll never forget it. Oh, is there anything you guys could do to the All-Star game? He was like, I don't know, maybe a bigger incentive and more money. It's like, dog, you're already getting like 50 to 60 million. You're on a max contract. Pretty much everybody that's in the All-Star game is on a max contract, right? Am I guessing? Unless you're like a rookie or something, or you're
on their way to one if they're not.
But you're on your way to a max or a super max. So it's like, bro, like you get 4 days off after, and it's like you only really kind of, you don't gotta go hard. We don't want anybody to get hurt for like the regular season, bro. But just at least make it competitive and show that you care.
You're kicking the wrong person's back and the wrong people's back, and I'm
Adam
telling
Silver?
you right now. This should be towards Adam Silver. Everything you're saying right now, it's his job to make sure that situation doesn't exist.
Yeah. But it's like the players still got to go out there and play. Dog, last year,
look, you got to recognize at some point, like if the format that we have of it being team versus team is not working, no matter what we do to the game to make the game different, then maybe this is not what we need to keep put in front of people, because they're having problems with people watching the games. Period. Right now, right?
Yeah. I say viewership is down like 45%.
Yeah, I've said this multiple times. I'm sure you've said it too. All-Star Weekend, there should be some type of one-on-one event, because there's no way to loaf off in that. People don't want to be embarrassed. Let it be voluntary who participates, I guess, maybe, or because voting people in and then they don't want to do it because they're scared or whatever, like it's not going to work. But that's what it should be around. Let it be one-on-one for a bag. Like maybe every team sends one representative and it's a tournament across all the teams.
That would be fire.
Yeah, for like $1 million or something like that.
Yeah, and the thing that bothers me the most, why I'm really like kind of upset about, not even upset, but just like, bro, what the fuck? It's like, bro, because it's like, so obviously they got like, there's 4 teams of like 8. Yeah, there's 4 teams, 8 players, and they're doing like target scores. So the first team, they hit 40 points win, and it's in like a tournament style. But it's like, yo, you can't bet on this normally like I have. Dog.
No.
Yeah, so it's gonna be weird. So it's like this is one of the opportunities where it's literally free money.
Yep.
And then they're taking one of them away from me.
I think they crossed 200 points in the game last year. Like
that's fucking
of course they
absurd shit.
Yeah, dog. They probably get to like 300 because the line for the WBA All-Star game be like, I don't know why they don't make it 200. I hope they're not listening to this.
No, like, I think each team had more than 200, so I think they were over 400 points.
Oh, each team had over 200.
Last year was 211 to 186.
Yeah, see?
It was that much.
Yes.
I don't remember.
211 to 186.
They were bullshitting.
Yeah. But yeah, nah, you can't even bet on this no more, man. So yeah. Shame on you, All-Star Game. Yeah, no, that's my last one. I can't think of nothing else.
All right. So then we got what, viral moment and then most anticipated?
I think I'm number one on viral moment. I didn't put the list down here.
Okay.
This is easy. Cat Williams,
Oh, perfect.
The Prophecy, fulfilled.
That was crazy.
He did it, kicked the year off. People felt he put energy in the air. I felt like he just kind of has been in the mix for long that he saw what was coming. I know Shannon Sharp is going to get him back up there to start off this next year just because it makes too much sense. So let's see if he can do it with 2 for 2.
What if he just every year predicted the year like he's a fucking groundhog?
He's part of my New Year's like Uncle Murder now. Like they're entwined.
Yeah, I'm putting Cat Williams too. I've been thinking about that's like the one I knew all day was going to be locked in immediately.
See for this one, I had the Shannon Sharp where he lied and said he didn't put his phone on Instagram Live.
Mama Show?
He did that.
Yeah.
Too.
I was like, bro, what do you mean you didn't know my phone was on IG Live? You know how much shit you have to do to set that up? But yeah.
Just a click here and a click
That
here.
was good.
Like, I went live the day after just to see how many clicks it was. You got to hit 4 buttons
Mm-hmm. There's 4
that aren't
things
in the
you have
same
to
place
do.
on the
Scroll to
screen.
the bottom of this and hit OK.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're Shannon Sharp. Are you sure you want to do this?
He's off that shit, man.
But, yeah,
All right.
that was mine.
And
Most
then
anticipated.
I think I'm gonna go first for this one. My most anticipated, plain and simple, GTA 6.
Tough to beat.
I don't know. There's nothing that has me. Well, there's one other thing that has me more excited than GTA 6 this year, but it's a hard bar to cross. That's gonna consume.
That's crazy. Okay, because you ain't even. That's crazy. We can't even deliberate. That's crazy.
Exactly. Nah, GTA 6 100% is my most anticipated of the year.
Most anticipated that we can disclose is GTA 6.
Correct.
Say it that way.
Correct.
Well, you are
Blake.
Is me. Golly, I gotta give me a second. Let me make sure I can escape recency bias here. All right. Ooh, man, there's. So we have Captain America coming out this next year. We got Daredevil coming out this next year. We have the Marvel Suicide Squad. I forget what they're called, coming out this next year.
Oh, the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four coming out this next year. I think based off what I saw today in that trailer, James Gunn.
Are you joining the ship?
Come on.
I'm on
You
board.
get put on the set?
It might be that suit. It might be Mr. Man from Kansas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that trailer was some heat. They got the Justice League in there off the rip. Like
he said, "Can I avoid recency bias?" And said, "What I saw this morning,
it was crazy."
When I seen that trailer,
when I seen him put on that suit,
he had it. See, the only other thing.
As soon as I woke up,
if they can promise some more JJK animators coming out next year, because the manga is done, maybe that might stop this. Spring?
I thought it was spring or summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still might be more excited for the Superman. That looked like the fun is back.
I've been telling you, bro. Come on, man. We here.
What have you been telling him?
You've been saying every comic movie about to be good. I don't want to hear nothing
What
from
could
you.
you have possibly have been telling him?
I said James Gunn's finna bring niggas back, man.
This man paid to see Madam Wade. He's
I didn't see that shit in theaters, man.
No, that's not my narrative.
Nah, Craven was fired. But I'm gonna go with well, so is this for sure? Because if it was a GTA 6 for me, I was gonna say the Insomniac Wolverine game, but I don't know if that's for sure.
That is not this year. Hell,
that's
no.
not gonna be in 2025.
I feel like we haven't seen enough about.
No, They ain't
feel
done
like-
like
I
no
feel-
official trailer.
Well, because them goddamn leaking that big hack. But well, if that's not it, then I would say GTA 6.
That's a safe
Let's
bet.
see. Yeah, they said. I mean, everything I see online says looking to release early 2025. But yeah, if it was early next year, I feel like we'd hear about it already.
Yeah, I was
If it
thinking.
like
I was thinking like next holiday season. That's what I was thinking because of like delays when they had that big data breach and.
But GTA 6 is coming out next holiday season. I don't know if anybody else wants to come out.
Oh, both are getting caught same day. If they were, I will be playing both of those.
Yeah, you're rich too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
Lilo and
Justin,
Stitch live
you know,
actions is upcoming. You're not excited about that?
Oh, Superman, bro! I'm super excited for Superman.
Okay.
Oh, the kid I watched, not an interview. They had these like red carpet interviews of the people in the Lilo and Stitch, and it was a little kid interviewing one of the little kids from the show or from the movie. Adorable. I might watch it just because of that. Yeah, it was fire. All right.
Anything
I
else?
got another most anticipated for sure, but also can't share it. I'm just very excited about it.
Can't imagine what you're
Might
talking
be about somebody on this show. I don't know.
Hey, hard launching one day.
Hard launch. You drop them like Beyonce.
That is funny.
G and X.
Hey, just watch. ask for your wife's Instagram one morning. You'll see.
I got you.
All right. Anything else? Is that it?
No,
Just
no.
like we're not talking football.
Did you have an
Now,
award you wanted to
hours.
present, Jamal? I thought like, I asked at the start. if you had a
I
category
think
award
next
on it.
year we need to have the needs to be jailed award. Or was that too close to? Or we might just change it. Either
That-
dick.
yeah,
Well,
it
not
might
because
be-
somebody can eat a dick, but like they don't need to be in jail. Because it's like, I'm trying to think. I can't think of nobody right. Not because you know what? Yeah, like you gave Drake an eat a dick award, but like I don't think he needs to be jailed.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, that's true. But nah, I think needs to be imprisoned. Should be an award we come back next
I
year.
respect it.
Yeah, because I got if we do like first nominee right now, Trey Songz needs to be in prison.
Why is he free type of deal?
He certainly should not be allowed around other adults.
He shouldn't be allowed around women.
I'll
He's
put Lloyd
always-
on there because he just shaved his head. I mean, for good reason though, but he's bald now.
Like the singer Lloyd.
Yeah, look, I shouldn't say that because like he did it in support of a loved one who has cancer. But
Oh, okay. Oh, see now this
when your iconic thing was the long flowy, like you might be Cherokee locks, like you can't just cut those off.
that's crazy. Look, all right,
Not
man.
like he was using them anymore.
I mean, you pop out every now and then.
You sounded disappointed, like he not
On
keeping
the
you or something.
south
over there.
side.
He definitely.
It's a
sounded
different
disappointed.
vibe.
Yeah. Okay. So
That song with Wayne Pusha. Geez,
Yeah,
my
no, yeah,
Pusha.
yeah.
Pusha. No?
They're corny as hell.
All around the world, girls all around the world.
yeah, no, that shit was fire. I remember that. Damn, that was like middle school. All right, yeah, that's needs to be in jail, Ward.
And Lloyd or Bobby Valentino? Actually, never mind. I
Neither.
can't ask you that.
Why are you rating niggas?
I know we're loyalty. I'm
Yeah.
just saying category, like catalogs. That's what I meant.
Anyway, nah, I ain't really got nothing else. That's the only one I can think of.
All right, bet. We did our big one.
Look at us. So is this our last episode for 2024?
I will not be on here next year. I'll do what you all want to do. Or next year, next week. Sorry.
Next week? Okay. Yeah. So
So
I get
next week.
next Thursday is the day after Christmas. So I can't commit to that at the moment.
Oh my god, work's about to be so.
So we family it up. As should all of y'all out there who are listening to this. Family it up. Find some people who care about you or you fake care about them. Be around them. Spend that time with them, man. It's that
We
time
might
of
see
year,
you in
man.
2024. We might see you in 2025. You never just stay tuned. So subscribe. If you subscribe, it don't even matter when we come back. We're gonna be back right in your pocket.
We'll pop into your phone. You don't even got to look
Yeah.
for us. We'll be right there.
Be
We
better
just
in
show up.
2025 than he was in 2024.
And I'm going to be less problematic next year. I promise you. Unless that helps us on this show, then I'll be more problematic. I can do it.
You're gonna take at least 6 months to figure out which one's which.
Yep. I got to do the research.
Yep.
I got that degree, sir.
Gonna use a couple more months. All right. It's been great. It's been real. What a year. What a time.
Peace.
GTA 6, do not back out of 2025, or else this list gonna look
I
bad.
fucking swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm hitting it. Bye.
Bye.